welcome everyone to our little one-off comic book hangout and discussion. I got Scott joining me, who was just here with me 2 nights ago doing Dune Community Theater for God Emperor of Dune.
Oh yeah.
We channeled wrestlers, dead celebrities that the height of their celebrity was being on Hollywood Squares.
Like old episodes of Hollywood Squares too. Like
yes.
Really,
It was a very weird episode that went many routes. And it's been a while, but Gambit is here with us. It's been quite a while. I know you've been busy with a lot of stuff. You just moved your shop.
Yeah. The studio moved, and I have an office now. That's why I'm not streaming from my house. I'm streaming from the office now. And
nice.
So between that and trying to move the music project forward, it's been and the tattoo studio, the tattooing. It's been a very few months that have been extra busy.
And you were just at Dragon Con. Was that for business or pleasure?
That was it's a mix of both. It's I go for business, but I just happen to enjoy what I do for my business. So.
And I know every show you buy something ridiculous that you regret, whether it be Lobo art. Did you get anything this time?
You know what? No, I did not buy anything ridiculous. Yes, I am surprised at myself. I was very good about not spending money on ridiculous things this year. I think it's because I went with a different mindset. I went to shake hands with some people, so I wasn't in the fun stages this time around. Other times I go to shake some hands, but there's a lot of fun involved in the process. This time I was a little bit more. It was more business related than usual, is what I'm trying to say. So I was more focused on that than doing the usual stuff that it's spending 3 days in the in the vendors building, because it's a whole building. It's 4 floors of vendors. You need all weekend to walk around the vendors alone. It's four. You never been there? It's 4 floors.
Yeah.
It's where the first 3 floors are just vendors, and the 4th floor is where the artist alley, the pop culture artist alley is. That's where all.
Oh, you got to work to get there.
Yeah.
I've always been curious to go to Dragon Con. I've always wanted to check it out.
Oh, my dude, it's a test of endurance.
Yeah.
It is.
That was San Diego for me.
Oh my God. I haven't experienced San Diego, but I've experienced Dragon Con a few times now, and there's a lot of work. It's 5 hotels that it includes 5 different hotels. They're
oh wow.
3 of them are connected by walkways, and the other 2 a little bit farther away. And then so there's 5 hotels, and there's the building for the vendors, which is outside of the 5 flagship hotels. So there's a lot of walking. You have to walk a lot. So if you've never been to Dragon Con and you're gonna do it, carry a bottle of water with you. Carry a backpack that has water and has some snacks, because you're going to need both. And take a break every so often. Sit down and relax and take your time, because you will never take all of it in a weekend. Even though it starts on Thursday night and it ends on Monday afternoon, and people are there since the Monday before,
Right.
That whole week is not enough to take it all in. It's too much. It's a lot. It can be overwhelming. So pace yourself. It's all I'm saying.
Is it a 5-day con or a 4-day?
Yeah, 5 days.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. It starts Thursday night. So it officially starts on Thursday night, right? But people are there already hanging and partying in costumes, like Tuesday night, Wednesday night. There's already people at the lobby already hanging out, and they have the rooms. It's a whole thing. I heard. And the thing is, it's nonstop. The vendors close, and you take all of the celebrities away to their hotels, right? But the party never stops. Like, it legit. It's a citywide block party.
That's when it becomes the opening to Blade. Is that when it happens?
Yes, that's San Diego Comic-Con.
So it's the opening of Blade all 5 days.
Damn.
No, non-stop. There's no matter where you go, there's always you go to the lobby of a hotel. There's a DJ playing music. You get into the
Wow.
walkway, right? You get into the walkway and cross to the other side to the other hotel, and you get into the other hotel lobby. And as soon as you're entering, you start hearing the music from the DJ. Another DJ.
Wow.
And it's on rotation. There's always music playing. There's always lights. There's always drinks. There's always sex, drugs, and rock and roll with cosplay.
I saw your video with the one club or wherever you went to where they were playing Ministry, because like I was like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
I
that
did see
song
that.
playing. I
Yes.
was like,
Yeah. There was yeah. So that you have an idea, it was a goth party, in one of the hotels, and to get into that party, the line was going outside around the block of the hotel to get inside. So it's long lines, lots of walking. But it's a nice thing, and after that party, we went to another concert. We went to a party like around 9:30 that it started, or at 10, and we hung out there, and then we went out and literally just crossed the lobby of the hotel, and we were at a concert. The Vision video was playing at 1:30 in the morning. It started.
Wow.
and Stefan from SNL was just like,
My
the
God.
biggest party at the meatpacking district.
Yeah. At 1:30, who starts a party at 1:30 in the morning? They did. Yeah. It's
Wow.
so if you're there a Saturday morning walking around, you just woke up. It's 8:30. I'm going to the parade, and you see this person in a cosplay like running, chugging a Red Bull. It's not that they just woke up. They are probably running. They're probably running from the last thing that they were doing and getting changed while they're running to get to the other thing, which is usually the parade, and
Right.
I have to get ready, and it's
Scott setting for Rose City this weekend. He's just like, that's nothing like I experienced.
That's not what I'm gonna have. That's keeping it mellow.
It's wild. It's a whole different experience, and doesn't matter how much I explain it to you, and doesn't matter how much I hype it to you.
Totally.
I can hype this shit like what, because it's legit what. When you get there, it's even more what that what I can say. Like
For sure. Yeah, you can't describe it. You can't put it all into words. Yeah, for sure.
It's a beast of an event.
So what we're here for is our friend Jennifer is having a bout with cancer. I sang that casually. So she's having trouble with her bills because apparently fighting cancer is not for the working person.
Dude, fighting cancer in this country is for the wealthy.
Yeah.
It's expensive. So while it's rough, the outpouring that has come out for her over the last 24 hours, she's almost halfway the 25,000 mark.
Oh, that's amazing. I saw a bunch of posts this week.
Just under 11 grand right now, which is
happy
fucking phenomenal. And friends like Sean Lewis, well, not friend, but we had him on the show. He signal boosted hers. Ronnie Barnes did, and I'm pretty sure he's the one who donated 1,500. Someone donated 1,500. Someone else donated 1,000.
That's great.
It doesn't matter if you can give or how much you can give, even if you're just posting it.
Just sharing it helps. Yeah.
The link is in the description, and I am dropping it now into the chat. But any little bit will help Jen, and we figured we'd hang out, talk about comics because it's what she loves, what we love, and also like we're just gonna keep dropping this link.
It's like a telethon because I prepared like a tap dance routine.
Oh, really?
And a magic show.
I was gonna suggest putting my camera pointing to the drawing table and start drawing while we were hanging out.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see that?
I've got and coming up we have the comedy stylings of Chaos and Comics.
Hey.
Right, so I am going to mute the camera for a second just so that I can move it around for a few minutes. But you can guys can continue talking. I will still be able to hear you. Okay.
Okay. So I started getting my books mailed to me. So
Oh yeah, you've been reviewing like mail order shops, basically, right? Kind of.
So I just got this tool.
Oh yes, Jen would definitely want you talking about a Rick Remender book. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
why I had
for sure what
Cyclops
she
there.
wants.
But this Tula Lotte cover is just fucking
Ooh,
beautiful.
Yeah. That is beautiful. She's amazing.
That's really cool.
She's incredible.
I also got the Jenny Friesen.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh man, that's badass.
And I got a bunch of foil books. I'm not going to show those because they will not show up.
Foil.
But
foil.
Yes.
Why?
We're back to foil again.
Why are we
What's
doing
old is
that?
new again?
Because they were beautiful Zatanna covers, and I couldn't say no.
Oh, I need to see that. You need to send me that to see.
Yeah.
And a Punchline Art Germ cover.
Really? Punchline? You like Punchline?
It was an Art Germ cover.
I'm just giving you shit, man. I'm just giving you
Yeah. And here's
nothing wrong with you liking it.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh,
that's foily.
Miss Natalie Sanders.
That is a foily one.
That
Yes,
is
it's
really nice.
It's so foil. It's so metal.
Metal.
Oh, we have a viewer.
It's Valiant all over again. Hello, Tessa.
Valiant.
Yes.
All right, so let me see how the camera, if it's pointed the right way. Oh my God, it's.
Oh yeah, nice.
I am
the law. I've been reading a bunch of Judge Dredd recently. That's funny.
Really?
I have been reading some of the older stuff, and I kind of forgot how good some of it was, especially when they eat the Dark Judges.
I just got that Essential Dread collection with Judge Death, and then I was reading the Cursed Earth, the uncensored Accursed Earth, which has like Ronald McDonald in it and the Jolly Green Giant and all that stuff.
Was it the black and white collection or?
Yeah, it was. I think 2016 or 2017 was when they finally were able to like print the new edition that had all the stuff back in it, because there was some like copyright law changed or trademark law changed in the UK or the US or both, and so they were finally able to like put the Jolly Green Giant and evil Colonel Sanders in it without getting sued. because it's a satire. So
Tessa, the Full Handsome crew is doing well, but we'd be doing better with you because then we'd be super full handsome.
Yeah. Could always get more handsome. Where this is not peak handsome. I mean, it's close.
Yes. I mean,
I agree.
I haven't unleashed the Blue Steel and Magnum look yet. It's the same look.
I just have the one look, but
I should stop moving the camera or turn it off while I'm moving it, because I'm gonna give someone some. All right,
light a little bit. It's a little too bright.
Let's see if that
my
works.
head's a little too shiny. I had to do a little talcum powder.
You need some makeup. Your forehead was too shiny.
So I did start reading again the Judge Dredd Batman.
Oh, I've been waiting to
Simon
dig that
Bisley
out.
art.
Yes, I was going to dig that up because Bisley's going to be at Rose City Comic Con this weekend, and I was like, I should probably dig out something for him to sign.
Really?
Yeah, I should probably dig out something for him to sign.
That is someone that I would like. I have a Lobo #1 signed by Keith Giffen, and it's missing Simon's signature.
Mm-hmm.
Although a friend, although I have a friend that got me a print of the first Lobo one, a huge 11x17 print signed by Beasley. That let me turn my thing off because it's giving me messages and it's beeping and it's getting in the way. There you go. Bam. I do have this friend get me a print signed by him, which is cool. It's amazing, but I need to get that book signed so that it has, Keith and Beasley's signature, which would be amazing. I came close to ordering a Tula Lotte print that's limited to 200 from this place, Outpost 251 or whatever. It was of Suspiria. It was a movie poster. She did
I've seen that print. Yeah, it's
I was in the middle of checking out on it, and then I saw the shipping, and the shipping was almost as much as the print. And I was like, I can't do that. The shipping was $40.
And the print was 35.
70.
Jesus.
Okay. Well, wow. Damn.
Yeah, I just
Half of it.
couldn't
Yeah.
rationalize it. And then I was like, I don't think I can find a poster holder for 24 by 36.
Yeah,
Ooh, what? That's a standard size.
Yeah.
Is it?
Something. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because my
I worked in a frame shop for 7 years.
okay.
Unless
At
they
least
changed
one I
everything
can-
after I
One I can
left.
easily order from Amazon. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, you should be able to get that. 24 by
'Cause
36.
This
It might be like
Friday the
3.7.
13th behind me was a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah. Is that like 18 by 24? Or...
I think it's bigger.
Okay.
But there's another one that's actually like, it came with the box set I bought that's literally almost the size of my back wall, but it's long.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
So it shows every stage of Jason.
A friend of mine had a Muhammad Ali poster hung up on their wall, and they just hung it from like the top of the frame, but the frame was very skinny. And I remember I would like go over, and like the frame was like bowing a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and like one time I went over there and like, you could see the wall through the top of the frame. And then the next time I went over, there was nothing on the wall, or there was a torn up version in a different frame on the wall
Oh, gee.
of that poster. And I was like, oh no, I know what happened. I know how this went. That sucks.
Jen messaged me about the Buffalo Bill post I did this morning, just like laughing.
Yeah. Like whatever works. Whatever works.
I had to make a joke out of it. And the funny thing is someone stole it and used it.
The joke or the poster?
The meme I made.
Oh, the meme. Okay.
Yeah, Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs saying,
Yeah.
"Have you donated to Jen? I'd donate so hard."
Oh man, I missed that one. I'm gonna have to.
Oh,
It puts the money in the GoFundMe, or it gets the hose.
we're precious. It's weird. Did you buy the Love and Rockets hardcover? That big.
Oh, the big box.
Yeah.
No, because I mean I want to kind of, but I also am like I'm like 3 or 4 issues away from collecting all of the first volume in like the original magazine format. I actually have one I got at I must have put it away. I found one at like a thrift store, and I was like, "Do you have any Love and Rockets?" And I'm like, "Let me look." And they had to look, and it took them like 10 minutes. And we have a #1 for 35, for whatever it was. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it, please." And it's kind of like a rescue mission because I already have #1, but that box set looks so beautiful. I do.
Yeah, because I know Chaos and Comics bought it, and I thought you had gotten it too, because I kept looking at it and the price, and I'm like,
yeah.
So I came very close to spending the $500 on the Matt Wagner Grendel hardcover. That there's only 50 of them that come with a custom sketch inside by him.
Yeah.
So when I started looking at what his commission prices were, I started going, well, now I can rationalize. And I was like, I'm bargaining with myself.
Yeah. That's the other thing I did is like I didn't just like, okay, maybe like spend it and then just hold off for a while, because I'll just go to the comic book store and I can just spend $40, But and if I just didn't do that for 10 weeks, I could buy the thing.
Yeah. If you don't spend money for a few weeks, you can buy this expensive.
I could buy. Exactly, yeah, but my brain can't like process like, no, but you need to get that. You don't have the OMAC collection, so you got to get that. It's like
you need to buy it. Obviously, you need to buy it
like right now.
Well, I pre-ordered the Romnibus, Romnibus.
Mm-hmm.
So that was $110.
Yeah,
but it's all 75 issues in the annual,
the whole shebang. Yeah.
What
so
is that?
for that many issues, ROM Space Knight, Marvel's
Oh,
reprinting it
yeah,
finally
yeah.
as
Oh,
an
really?
omnibus. Yeah,
Hmm.
Look at that.
It came to
it's
some
been out of
agreement.
print since 1986, 87.
Since it was printed the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah. When Hasbro took all their shit and we're like, we're gone.
Later. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bye,
like
bitches.
that, Micronauts. And it's the weird thing because it's a series based on a toy that's better than the toy ever was, and it had any right to
Yeah.
ever be.
Really?
Right. The shitty toy. It kind of
That
like
was-
sparks at you.
That was not something that I was ever interested in reading, to be honest.
Oh, it's so good, especially when it starts tying into X-Men.
Oh yeah? Ah, shit.
But there's
Yeah, what-
also the fucked out thing of like every time I start collecting a run,
Uh-huh.
that it's like it's never going to be reprinted. Tessa and I both decided we were going to start going after this ROM run because it's never going to be reprinted.
Yeah.
He's like 3/4 through. I'm pretty damn close, and they're like, "Guess what, everybody? We're reprinting it." I was like, "Motherfucker!"
Sons of bitches.
I mean, at least it's not an expensive run to collect
Yeah,
outside of issue
yeah.
1. Like Tomb of Dracula just got to be too expensive. I had to dump that one because
yeah.
I'll never own issue 10.
What's
That's
that?
the
What's so
first
special about
Blade.
issue?
That's
Oh,
Blade,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Man
then
named Blade.
issue 1 started just blowing up, and then I was like, I mean, it's a good series, and Gene Colan had just died. I'm like, I get it. His art always was kind of underappreciated.
With me, that's me with Ghost Rider. For a minute there, I thought I was gonna start doing Ghost Rider stuff, but then I looked it up to start making a list of what I need. I was like, oh no, forget it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind, guys. I was joking. It was just a joke.
Scott just posted the ROM toy commercial.
That's the toy commercial. That's the toy. This is from 1979, so the
Yes,
standards were
And
low.
I had that toy,
Nice.
which is $500 now.
I don't know
Yes.
if you've seen this. I think it's McFarlane Toys. Is like they're doing the Superpowers toys.
Yes.
You've seen those.
Yes.
I'm not like a big toy person, but I mean, as I look at my Funko Pops of the Fifth Element, but like I like saw those and I've like just got such nostalgia vibes from them. I was like, that was my first exposure to, I think, those DC characters that weren't
Same.
like the
I had the
Batman
Marvel
TV
Secret
show or
Wars.
yeah.
Tessa, this is why we're partners, because of your punny behavior.
Yes.
You get me.
Solid.
Oh, yes.
Solid bit.
Yes.
Solid bit.
Her puns are strong.
Would you say you have a romance with Rom?
Oh,
Sorry, is that too bad?
That was too easy.
that's yeah. She's the
You were a
Baxter
Sumerian.
paper. She's the Baxter paper to my new Titans. We talked about Baxter paper way too much over the last week.
Yeah, that's the second time in like 3 days.
But I remember what a big deal it was
Big deal.
they were using that. It was that, and I think Legion of Superheroes, which didn't deserve.
Yeah, well, I have.
Paper.
Wait, I just got it recently. Let me find it. This is great. Oh, can you guys see my butt? Is that cool?
It's fine.
Okay, cool.
I got a blur bar.
Yeah. Yeah, pixelated out. No free shows. So I got the Outsiders, the Kevin Nolan Outsiders with the Baxter paper.
Oh,
it's just like
painted
beautiful.
cover?
Yeah, I think so. But this is just it's just gorgeous. And then inside, and like you can't, unless you're like holding this in your hand, you can't totally get the feel of it. But
yeah.
oh my god!
If you compare it to another book during that time with the paper that they used to use.
Yeah, like this is as old as I think the book in front of it, and that thing looks like, it might as well be like you ripped it out of the phone book.
I remember the first book that I got that was in prestige format.
Oh yes. Oh, what was that?
It wasn't Dark Knight Returns. It was Batman the Cult.
Oh.
So the vampire something was Batman's a
it?
vampire or something like that.
The Red Rain also was
Oh, okay,
prestige
yeah.
format.
I think mine was probably Gotham by Gaslight.
That was
It was
Oh,
an
that was pretty
Elseworlds
cool.
book. I think that might have been
top 3.
It might have been that Excalibur.
Oh wait, yes,
one.
yes.
That might
Excalibur was first.
Yeah, it was that or Gotham by I can't remember. And I might have bought one just like as a back issue later. So
which Alan Davis with the art on that paper, I was just like, this is fantastic.
I know. You're like, why doesn't every comic look like this?
There was a lot of that. And funny enough, I just watched there's that Chris Claremont documentary that's on Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen clips from it. I haven't watched the whole thing though.
Him and Louise Simonson really, really didn't seem to like Jim Lee.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Louise Simonson very, very clear on her thoughts on Rob Liefeld.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's a big personality, so I think it's kind of a sink or swim situation.
He went and took the Sam Wilson Captain America and redid his drawing.
That's actually, I think that one looks better though. I think that one looks a little better.
Yeah, this version looks better. This version looks better.
It does, but
I've been working out though. I think I got.
And I feel like he did it right on. I mean, of course, on purpose, but I think I don't know what to think. I honestly don't know what to think because
high on his own supply during those times where he did that first cover. He's like, "Fuck it, anybody's gonna buy this."
Yeah, yes.
Not realizing it was going to be a meme 30 years on.
Yes, exactly. It's a shame that he's a good artist, but I feel like he's gotten lazy with the years, you know. He's on the drawing part. If he legit, because when you see his Hawk and Dove stuff, it's so cool, you know, and you see his stuff in New Mutants, you're like, yeah, you can still appreciate it, but then after some point, after Youngblood, it just became faster and faster, messy, and less work put into it, you know, like, and I don't know. I respect what he has done for the industry because we got a lot of really cool stuff, you know, out of his creative mind.
Did a lot of bad too.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of oh man, what were you thinking, my dude?
Yeah.
So Brian from Marvel by the Month, when he was on with Tessa and I last month, he talked about how he'd love to do a version of Marvel by the Month, but with Image.
Yeah.
So
just steal that idea.
The first year it would take 3 episodes.
Image by the instant.
Because literally, out of all the books that came out that first year, 7.
Right. Yeah.
7 total issues came out that first year.
Right.
Everybody was late.
In 1 year, it's only 7 issues.
5 titles, 7 issues.
Yeah.
In total, that's it.
Research.
7 issues. Wow.
Guess who was the only one who got that got theirs out?
Savage Dragon.
Yep.
Larson
and Spawn.
Eric Larson and Spawn were the only ones that got their shit together. Yeah, it's true.
I will give McFarlane credit. I don't think the way he did it was right, but he knew he couldn't keep up with running the business and snuck Capullo in there, but didn't tell anybody or give Capullo credit on those issues.
Those issues look great.
He wasn't credited because I think everybody knew that it wasn't him.
So he didn't credit him in those first issues because I think he intended on him being a ghost.
What
and
issues
then
were those?
But that was much later, though, wasn't it? Like that
10,
was
11, 12, 13,
yeah.
14.
Oh, okay. So not like that much later. Okay, yeah.
But it wasn't until 14 where he credited him.
Yeah.
And do you know why I know this? Because I took the challenge and I'm up to issue 176 of Spawn, reading all of them.
Wow.
Oh, really? You know, I wanted to do that at least once. I started doing it with my Lobo comics.
Reading it is like watching Naruto on TV, where there's a lot of filler issues.
Yeah.
and you
Yeah,
just
one
keep
has a lot of
waiting
that.
for. But I will say, 153 issues, only 3 artists did it.
I
And
remember
it was
like
Capullo and
loving.
McFarlane for up to 120, and
Yeah,
then Angel Medina came in.
Really?
There was a point in the Capullo era where I was really locked in to that book, like heavily.
I'm so excited that he's back at Marvel and he's doing the Death of Moon Knight.
I saw that he's doing some
Yeah.
stuff for
Yes.
Marvel.
He's doing Spider-Man,
Oh, I did not.
which
I
if
Oh, I thought he
he's
was
going
doing
to be,
Wolverine.
he's doing that too.
How can he do that? That's not fair.
So I guess he's doing.
Is he
a couple
Dan
of-
Mora? Is
I
he
think
actually
he's-
Dan Mora?
I think he's doing a couple issues of each, but
Oh, okay. Yeah.
he had drawn Spider-Man. He goes, "I'm back home again." Weird.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If they put him as the artist for the main Spider-Man book,
It'll
And
make me buy a Spider-Man again.
Yeah.
I'll buy that.
if you
Yeah.
give him a good writer,
Yeah.
not fucking Zeb Wells,
Oh man, what happened with Zeb Wells?
he's just not good.
Yeah, damn.
I think he told a story once that was okay,
And that was it.
and it's just Spider-Man's been so bad for so
Damn.
long now. It's a flagship title.
I've actually been hearing.
You should have the best top
Yeah.
talent in that title. I agree.
I mean, I agree with that. I think I've been hearing actually like totally opposite views on that run. So I haven't really checked it out, so I don't know what I think. But it's interesting though. The way people dislike it does sound like it's pretty intense.
So also you throw in John Romita Jr. doing the art.
Oh, he's doing that
And-
again?
Yes.
Damn.
So when you have a blah story
Mm-hmm,
that's kind of not bringing you in, and then
Mhm.
John Romita, I'm not saying he's mailing it in, but
No, but
he's lost his fastball a little bit.
he's
Fastball.
an acquired taste. He's an acquired taste.
so
And
his
he's
run
now
with
he's-
Straczynski, I really liked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
It's
true.
the story.
Yeah.
Isn't that the Spider Totem one? Isn't that
Yes.
the whole?
Yeah.
See, I kind of got mixed feelings about that, but I did.
They
I
tried-
actually
they
I
tried
gave all those
something
issues
new.
to a friend's 10-year-old recently, so I think he was really excited about it. So
Oh, I love that whole run. I love that whole
I
run.
did that with all my Ultimate Spider-Man trades because my
Mhm.
friend's kid was just getting into comics and was 12
Oh,
years
yeah.
old.
that's
So
perfect.
I was like, you know what?
Here.
Here's all my Ultimate trades.
So much Spider-Man.
And he loves it. And
Yeah.
now is reading other stuff.
Nice.
You did it. You spread the virus.
Yes.
That's how it's done. That is how it's done, my friend.
Good job.
I mean, so like, I don't know what it was for you guys. For me, like those old shitty cartoons that were on Saturday mornings were like
Oh,
my
yeah.
entry drug.
Oh yeah.
Like
100%.
Spider-Man, His Amazing Friends, like Xana and Jaina and the fucking superpowers, the Legion of Doom.
Mhm,
I grew up on those cartoons.
Yep. I had
this
I would rent the
Spider-Man.
videos from Video Giant was our local video store, and so I would get the like that Hulk cartoon with the like super cool opening where he like throws the
Yeah.
spider
Yes.
robot across the thing and dun, 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 and like it was never quite as like metal as in the show as that it was super cool. So it's that and then Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends was like the two
Yes.
things that got me.
I go through those weird moments where like I kind of feel bad for kids today because they don't have as many entry drugs as we did. Between like,
Free drugs.
what's up, John?
They have more rules about not turning kids' stuff into commercials, so which
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Let me be clear.
we had the cartoons, like, I mean, for a lot, Batman the Animated Series was their entry drug into Batman, besides the '89 Batman, and
Right. Oh yeah.
my
My God, that was like I think my parents got sick of how much I liked Batman around then. I think they were like, enough with the Batman already.
Power Pack was a good kids title that was out there. Teen Titans up until they became New Titans, and you're like, I mean, oh, they're getting married and stuff now.
It became an adult's book.
Why do they keep focusing on Nightwing's butt? I don't get this.
I don't get it.
Somebody should write AARP Titans at some point and just
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, it's Ryan.
Ryan, I got to ask you something because I just got a notice from my online store that my pre-order got pushed all the way to January of Crashdown. What happened, buddy?
I think he's got to come on if he's going to talk about that.
Yeah,
in the chat.
January 24th. This was a May solicit. What's going on?
Damn! Wow.
I just happened to get the notice today. Yeah. Ta-da!
Yeah.
I
am excited to get that book, though. I'm excited, Ryan, for that book. I want to see.
I mean, for your first book to have Ben Templesmith doing your art is pretty awesome.
It's pretty sick. No,
I was just curious. It was a weird notice I got, and I was like, huh. All right, well, I guess January 24th it is.
Guess I'm gonna have to wait.
Yeesh. Yeah, so like I've always lamented that there's just not enough books for kids now.
Yes, yeah. It
I think manga's taken on that role.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The youth love manga.
Yeah.
Oh, these kids today in their manga.
Yeah, Paul Lind impersonator. Yeah.
Hey, but it's great that it's great that they have actually ways to access that now. You know, when I was growing up, you know how hard it was to it was to find some good manga books. Yeah, shit,
also, like living in Puerto Rico, like how accessible was it for you?
It wasn't. It was really hard to find something. It wasn't until Dark Horse started publishing Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that it made it a little bit easier. But it was
Dark
really
Horse helped out a lot.
Yeah. But it was really hard to get some good manga in Puerto Rico or get good anime. You would have to find someone that had someone that knew someone and get you a copy. You know.
Yeah, this was my first manga.
It was a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's unflipped, so it's also the censored version. If you know about that.
Yeah.
Look that up on your own time, people. You dirty mind people. Oh, now Dan's getting some. Hey, it's Vamp. The game is doing an awesome Judge Dredd down here. That looks sick. Looks awesome.
It's funny enough, I told the story to Tessa about when we were talking indie books that I had seen this in Comic Shop News. They had, in the little flyer that they give you when you pick up your books at the store, they had a thing of Faust in there.
Oh, God.
That looks awesome. So I told my
Wolverine Batman? You mean
I had my store. I had my mom go to the store and ask if they had it, and she picked it up. So
she just picked it up. She's just like, yeah.
She didn't think anything of it, and then like
it's a comic book. How bad could it be?
Put my books on the table and the countertop, and I was out playing basketball with my dickhead friends, and she started flipping through it. Oops. Oh, so shit. I come back.
Oh no.
And my mom goes,
"What is this?
Did you ever read this book before?" I was like, "No, it's the first time. It just character looked cool." And she goes, "Do you know?" And she couldn't even finish the sentence. She's like, "Did you know his dick's flopping around in here?" And I was like, "No."
Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that, but let me see. Well,
she's like, "So you had me pick up a book." She's like, "You had me pick up a comic of something you knew nothing about." I was like,
"Yep,
pretty much. You look cool." And she goes, "His dick is out for 5 pages." I was like, "You really dug into this, didn't you?"
That's a long time. That's a long time. I can't think of. That's got to be the record, right?
Well, her hand is shaking. My mom was cool with comic books, but for some reason this book broke her. She's like, "Do you know how embarrassed I am that I went into that shop and picked this up?"
It's okay, Mom. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's fine.
Nobody saw you buying Faust.
Yeah.
Nobody saw you buying Faust for me.
The only thing that would have been worse if like I had my friends at the house when she started in, because I know at that conversation, oh, Dan's getting books, but dude's dick's out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, your friends.
Oh,
would have
100%.
like, hell.
I think I had a much more typical interaction with my dad. He looked through an issue of Wizard, and they had like a special on the bad girls. You know, it's like it was like, you know, Vampirella, Lady Death, blah blah blah. You know, the lady in the Zorro comics. I can't remember her name.
Lady Rawhide.
Lady Rawhide. Thank you.
I don't know why I know that information,
no.
but yeah.
Well, because you're a scholar of comic books. But like, he was like, I see why you like these comic books. And I was like,
my sequel is gonna be
Dad, shut up. You know, it's like
my sequel is gonna be Dick Punch Island.
Yeah, Dick. That reminds me of my favorite joke in a comic in a long time was in the Mark Russell, Steve Pugh. Is it Steve Pugh? No, it's Travel Foreman. That's Steve Pugh. They have a bit where there's like a character that's a bully and he says he wants to punch everybody in the beef. So it's like, I'll punch him in the beef.
What is it with that's too many times I've seen beef being used for.
He probably read Dune. Oh, I think I asked him about this. I asked him about that. I asked Mark Russell, like, did you read Dune and the part about beef swelling and then use that in your book where he says punch him in the beef? And he was like, actually, no, that wasn't part of it, but I appreciate your interest.
Explain this beef swelling to me.
Yeah. He just thought it was funny. He's very nice. Mark Russell's very nice, by the way, if you ever interact with him.
So I've never read any of his stuff.
Oh, you should read the Flintstones. You should read the Flintstones.
Okay, I did read one thing. I did read the first issue of that. We did out of that whole kind of Hanna-Barbera run, we did the Scooby-Doo for an episode of Book Club.
Oh wow, yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
And I kind of broke everybody's brain when I was like, "Oh yeah, there's like so and so many issues." They're like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. I thought that thing was like done in like 12 issues like that. You know, it was a really fun book. The first 6 issues were really fun, but I didn't see it being a run of 54 issues or some shit like that.
Is it like pretty much like straight up Scooby-Doo, or do they put a spin on it? Like, is it like?
No,
I can see. Okay.
Zombies.
Yeah. Oh, that. Okay. Yeah. Because I was thinking like you could do Scooby-Doo as like a mid '90s Vertigo book, like have a spin on that where it's like this weird, you know, mystical ghost thing.
I had this really cool idea of doing a comic about a heavy metal band that goes touring around the country, but they're really demon hunters and ghost hunters, you know, and they use their concerts to trap demons and ghosts and shit like that, right? And then somebody told me that somebody told me that there's an episode of South Park that they did that with Korn. I was like, damn it.
Damn it. For a second, I thought you were going to say that there was a band, but they're actually a cult. And then I was like, and then you discovered Ghost, and you're like, damn it.
I will say that South Park with Korn was
band
really
I like
funny.
Already.
So more and more, I keep seeing art for this new Sean Lewis book coming out. Bear Pirate Viking Queen.
No idea.
The artist has a very Dave McKean style to it.
That's cool.
It's going to be entirely painted.
Ooh.
So
you got to charge a higher page rate for that, right? Come on.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this does look cool.
Yeah.
Jonathan Marks Baravecchia?
Yes.
Mm.
It's interesting. Cool. And the fact that Sean Lewis said that he basically comes up with stuff that he thinks is going to fail in his head. That's his whole way of his writing stuff.
I like this idea. I like that. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love the fact that his, gets the call from Todd McFarlane and talked for months and didn't realize that he got the book.
He got the book. Yeah. Oh, turns out you're writing the Spawn now. Is it what?
And we are now going to be joined by Fire Guy Ryan.
Hey.
Hello.
What up, dudes?
What's
going on?
Let me plug in my Ethernet cord that's just sitting right here that I totally forgot to plug in. There we go.
We have the two coasts. We have the two coasts covered.
Yes.
Sides of
what side?
A lot of Comic-Con stuff going on today.
Not a lot. A little bit, but not a lot. I'm dealing with a cold, so if I sound stuffy or coffee or whatever, then that's
It's
what's
fine.
happening. But
Just
yeah,
hit the
I feel like I
NyQuil.
don't sound. Oh yeah, that's afterwards. I got that ready to go.
Was it from going the East Coast to the West Coast? Like
I
the
think it
temperature
might have
change?
been. There was a kid in front of me on the plane. It was a little sniffly.
Oh,
Oh no.
There
This
you
is
go.
a 6-hour
That's
flight, and
what's
I'm
up.
basically in his lap because it's an airplane, and that's how airplanes work. There's no room.
I will definitely never stop wearing masks on planes. I don't think.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
gonna stay with me because I used to always get sick after a flight, and I'm like, and the last
learned
times I
the
wore
hard way.
wore masks, did not get sick.
We got 30 people down at my store right now from COVID. So
Damn. Wow. That's a lot of
yeah,
people,
it's
man.
coming back with a vengeance. So like I scheduled my new booster
Oh, yeah, me
vaccine
too.
next week.
Same Thursday.
You have 30 people that work at your store?
I have 220.
Yeah, but you
Oh
have
god,
30
I
people
don't know why I thought you
out.
worked at a comic store.
No,
My friend worked at a comic
It's
store.
because
I was
everybody
like,
does. We just assume.
I
right?
used to long
We all work at
time
comic book
ago.
stores.
Yeah. Ugh.
So what happened with Crashdown that it got pushed back? Because I thought like it was ready to go.
So did I, and well, it is nearly. It's all publisher stuff.
I didn't know
Yeah.
if because I've heard my friend with one of his last books. All of a sudden, the publisher's like, "Oh no, we want 3 in the can, so that way we can have it ready to go."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that wasn't what happened here.
Oh.
They're trying to. It's
Don't
a
go
whole
too
thing
much
happening.
into detail if you can't. I was
Yeah.
just like getting the
No.
notice. They're like, "Hey, January 24th." I was like,
That's good because I didn't even know.
I was
I
like,
knew,
my
I knew
pre-order.
January.
I was like, my pre-order was in May previews because I
Yep.
ordered 5 different covers just to support. Because I'm that
Thank you.
guy.
Might have to reorder them, unfortunately, at this point.
No,
I might just be
pre-order's still,
re-soliciting.
my pre-order's still good.
Really?
That's what they
Okay,
were
good.
letting me know is that you don't have to reorder. The date changed.
Oh,
I just write the damn thing. I don't know what the hell's happening.
Oh, you should see the foil covers on eBay that people are trying to sell for $200. Oh
I
yeah,
haven't
there's
even looked into
pre-orders.
that yet.
There's pre-orders on them already,
Okay.
and they changed the date to 124.
the gold covers. Ooh.
There's foil. Everybody's
Yeah.
got foil.
Foil's
This is
coming
the
back.
90s.
I'm gonna call Tom and tell him like we gotta change the whole script and make it bad now just to piss these guys off. Read a bad thing on purpose.
Just
So,
like take the pages, throw them up in the air, and then like whatever comes back down, just put it together and send that off.
I
We
might be
did
the one
actually
channel.
recently reorganize issue number 1.
I might be the one channel
honestly.
that hasn't had you on. Do you want to talk about what the book's about?
Oh man, sure.
Let's ride your coattails.
Can
Yeah.
right? I can do that with a cough drop in my mouth.
All right. Woo.
The good news is, I guess, we had always planned it to be a 3-issue story with a one-shot follow-up, but now it's looking like that one-shot is just going to be an issue 4.
Oh.
So
Oh,
we're excited about that because when we scripted the outline for this story, we had it, part 1, part 2, part 3, and then the story's over. And then we got to part 3 and it's like, all right, now we just got to wrap all this stuff up in 24 pages. And we looked at it and it was like, all of these things are happening so fast. And
Got away from you, kind of like
Yeah.
just
yeah,
too big.
we also recently got an assistant editor on board, and him and our normal editor were both like, you got too much stuff happening here at the end. I think we might want to like figure out what you guys are doing here in the back half. So we're blowing out the back end of the book and slowing it down a bit, which is exciting. But it's called Crashdown. It's going to be a 4-issue series now, which will show the kind of survival, I guess, of the human race as planet Earth is no longer habitable. They have to load a bunch of people onto a ship and blast off to another planet far, far, far away, where they have been able to determine, everything is pretty much okay there as far as atmosphere and water and, land masses and all that goes. It's a decent planet, except when they get there, everything goes wrong. More or less.
Nice.
I was wrong. $350.
Oh, damn. Yeah, on your phone, huh? I was going to say you got to screen share that or something.
Show
that's
receipts.
why.
Oh wow.
Okay,
Ashcan
even super-
signed.
That's signed
Wow.
even. That is that's like the very first thing that we put out back when it was going to be under heavy metal, like from the last New York Comic Con.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the foil.
I've got 2 of those. I might need to sell them.
Yeah, there you go.
The New York Comic Con party exclusive Crashdown Comic Tom is $100 right now.
Did I sign that one? Is my
This is not signed. It
Okay.
just says that's by Comic Tom.
That's fine.
The 1 in 25 cover is up to $44.
I don't even remember who did the ratios.
Orzo.
Oh, yeah.
The pasta?
Everyone's favorite.
But the New York
That's so
Comic Con
good.
party exclusive is going for $75 to $100.
That's going to be the one to have, I feel like, because that's
The 1 in
super, super low
200 David Mack is $359
Ooh,
pre-sale right now.
he makes
The
pretty,
black one, I
pretty
think?
art.
Yes, the black with the foil tentacles. Yes.
It's the tentacles probably that really are like that's what's
that's
good.
what's
That's
really
where the money's
moving it.
at.
That's
what it
what's
is.
selling
But
it.
the cool thing is, like, speculators are kind of looking at your book.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
It's good
Yeah,
and bad
I
at the
haven't-
same time.
Is that the
I haven't
attention you
thought
want?
about that part. I figure, with Comic Tom's name on it, it kind of has to go
Yeah,
that way. But,
But also, like, to be fair though, when you get Temple Smith on your first book, that's a huge
Yeah.
fucking deal.
dude, yeah. We recently got approval also for issue 1 because apparently certain issue 1s sometimes have more pages in them than a normal issue of a comic, which I didn't think about.
Mhm.
We got approval to add 4 pages to issue 1, which is another slight part of the reason why there's been a hiccup here. But we recently got the final art back from Ben for these 4 pages, and one of, I guess 2 of them is a spread, a big 2-page spread in there with I don't know, it's got a bunch of cool stuff on there that I'm super excited to see in my hands instead of
Nice.
just in PDF form.
So the good news for anybody watching this, you can still pre-order it.
Mhm.
If you hadn't got
There's
on
still
top of it.
time.
That's true.
And I have to throw this at Gambit now.
Yes.
Gambit, you edited Chicacabra #2 for Boom
Yes,
Studios.
sir.
When's
Yep.
it coming
Oh,
out?
awesome.
I don't have the date of when it's coming out yet, but I can tell you that book 3 it's almost done already. That number
nice.
2 it's in the process. I don't know what part of the process is at right now, but I know that number 3 is almost done. So it's coming along. As soon as I have more information, obviously I will share with you guys first.
And for those that don't know, Gambit worked on a book that was up for an Eisner Award.
No, it was up for a Ringo Award. I wish.
Oh,
it was
Ringo
an-
Award.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, it was a
But
Ringo
still-
Award. Yeah.
Still
The-
really cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really cool. It was
Ringo's cool.
the Cthulhu Invades Wonderland book. He was nominated for Best Anthology.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And you did how many pages of the
I
interior
did,
anthology?
I did 4 pages on the second story of the book.
That's awesome. Like just
Yeah,
even
yeah.
Pretty cool.
enough people had in their hands that it was an award book and interest
Yes.
got for it. Like I saw it pop up and I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
and the next book is going to be Cthulhu Invades Neverland, and I did 5 pages for that too. I got his
Sick.
attention.
You say Cthulhu,
Nice.
and I go like, oh,
Yeah.
So Bearded Comic Bro is a huge supporter of Travis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like
Yeah,
he
nice,
was
nice.
pushing that and he interviewed him a couple of times, and when I told Bearded that you were on that, he's like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
working on
very
that
nice.
book. It was one of the things. It was really interesting because that has never happened to me before that way. That he told me, okay, you guys are going to be working on a White Rabbit story, and before I got the script, I had an idea of how the colors I wanted to use for this story, and I had an idea already of how I wanted the White Rabbit to look, and I started to working on it on what I had in my head before I got the script. And when I got the script, it was so close to what I had already seen in my head that it was super weird. It was really fast the way I work on those pages, and I'm really happy with them. I can
Nice.
show you. Yeah. Let me see if I can have it. I think I have it here.
It's nice when that works out like that. And Scott, you've got your wrestle zine that you've
Yeah.
got ready for
Got my
Rose City.
zine right here. Star Wrestling.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I just finished reading a few days ago. Do a power bomb.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I
Love
love
that book.
that. I'm excited to
never
read
read
his
that one.
Transformers.
I know. Yeah, I think DWJ is like my favorite creator going at the moment.
So this is the creator copy of the Cthulhu Invades
That looks cool.
Wonderland, and I am on. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's.
There's
Have
not
the
dicks for
bookmark in
5
there
pages, right?
Thank God my mom's dead. Doesn't have to hear this.
No.
What about dicks?
Oh, you missed that part. I think you missed. I think you were getting on. Yeah.
Okay, here it is. The stars are right. It's the second story. It's right here. It is. These are 2 of my pages.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and ta ta ta.
Hello.
Plot twist.
Yep. Yeah,
So
but that's the
it's
second.
Cthulhu.
It's not that big of a spoiler because that's the second story on the book, and look how big this book is. You know.
Yeah,
It's
She's
that's what she said. It's sorry. So there's a lot going on in the book, and there's one before this one, Cthulhu Invades Us, that I sadly didn't work on that one, but I work on this one at Neverland, and possibly we will be working on another. I'm not gonna say anything more about that one because I'm not supposed to say that yet. So I'm gonna shut up about that one.
You did this with your Chaos Comic set too, where they're doing the card set when you're like, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I should have said that. Yes.
Ryan's got his rubber gloves on.
Just one.
Getting something else.
I figure I'm sitting here. I'm gonna do work. I'm gonna bag and board some stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking for your ash cans to post on
No.
eBay.
We start talking about dicks. I get the rubber gloves.
Oh
Yeah.
Wow!
You got inappropriate.
We
I
are
retold
in
the
that part
story
of the
that
story already.
we talked about with Tessa. My mom had bought Faust for me. I didn't know what the book was, so she started flipping through, and I came home from playing basketball, and she's like, "Did you know that like this dude's got his dick out for like 5 pages?" And she's like shaking, showing me the pages.
Furious
like,
with rage.
kind of like wondering what was going on. Like very like super curious, and she's like, "Did you know what this was?" I was like, "No, you just
No.
look cool." And she goes, "With his dick out?" I was like, "I did."
It's cool to have your dick out now,
Especially.
Like,
Well, since you mention it,
right?
and she's like, "Well, what are you gonna do with this?" I was like, "Bag and board and put it in a box and probably maybe read it." I don't know. You've showed me all the parts. Literally.
That really
Like,
is like the wrong order, right? But it is like, also accurate. Like that's the thing. Like I know that's what I do, but it's also not. I'm not proud of it. I'm gonna put it away and then I'm gonna dig it out.
and then one day you'll dig it out. That's exactly how I do it. One day I'll dig it out.
Yeah.
One of these days.
I caught up with most of my books over the past couple of weeks. Like I'm finally like caught up reading.
You gotta, you mean from a narrow, like there's a perspective here, like you're never
coming out coming out on the what's come out weekly over the last couple of months.
Okay,
Oh,
me
dude.
too. Yeah.
Okay.
Same,
Yeah.
same.
But I've been not impressed by a lot coming out. Like everybody was going nuts about that Kilmore book, and I'm like, like I'm a sucker for horror, but it wasn't what I wanted.
I took 2 weeks off. I took a 2-week trip to go stay with Tessa, and like she runs a shop, so like I was kind of reading a little bit every week when comics came out. But I got back to my shop, and they're like, "Okay, here's your bag of books from the first week you were gone, and I've got another bigger bag over here from books the second week you were gone."
There's no variance in there, right? That's just the books.
No, I only get one each. I'm not, I'm not a crazy person.
You're not, right.
I'm not that crazy anyway.
Yeah.
So, and now it's Tuesday, so I'm about to have a whole nother batch at the damn
And here it
shop
comes
ready for
again.
me.
Here they come.
Yeah.
Oh God, like
I don't have enough time.
there's been a couple of like for some reason Hawkgirl from DC I've actually really liked, which
Really?
is kind of surprising me. Then everybody's been going crazy about the new Batman that came out, the Gotham War. I'm like, like I've read this before. But the Philip Kennedy Johnson Hulk,
Yeah.
I read that
Very
first
good.
issue. It was good.
You want to know what was the last thing I read? Well, I did read Do a Powerbomb not long ago, but the last thing I read consistently was the first Hellfire Gala.
Oh,
well, there's been two since.
There's been
maybe
two more
three.
since.
Been a
Yes, I
couple.
know. No, I think I actually got to read the Trial of Magneto. That's the last thing I read.
Well,
Which was-
luckily,
Oh,
John's
wow.
Comics with Kids has done little shorts that can catch you
John-
all up.
I'll keep you up to date. We were doing a little like reread of the new X-Men, the Grant Morrison written new X-Men.
Yeah.
John, even though I was reading it, John's videos helped me like remember what I just read, because sometimes like you got to
Night
process.
Terrors. Ooh.
You're the only person I know that did not really like this run, or at least that really didn't like this run. I guess I should say. At least I need
There
to
were a
talk to
couple
more
of
people.
issues I liked, but man,
But look at
there
this
was-
cover. Look at this fucking cover. Though.
Oh, the
think
covers
that-
were
that
fantastic.
thing's
cool.
gorgeous.
Oh,
What's inside of them, not so much.
This
Oh, that's the
Green
Ring
Lantern
guy.
one wasn't that great, but I thought as a whole I was
Uh-oh.
really impressed with Night Terrors, and I read probably like 80.
The bearded
plus-
one.
Hello.
Hey, it's bearded.
Hey,
Hey, friends, how's it going?
okay.
Hello.
good. Did you know that we were just talking about you? Because I was talking about how you were a big supporter of Cthulhu and Wonderland.
Oh, well, yes, I have both those books somewhere here in the seas.
Back to muting.
Well, you have them alphabetized. That's extra.
Absolutely. You don't have your books alphabetized?
Oh,
They're
no,
just
here
kind
we
of
go.
chaotically. They're just kind of chaotically on the shelf.
Scott, who
You don't
are
want to.
you?
You don't want to see my shelves.
No, I don't. How do you live?
It's rough. It's a hard.
Savage
lots of
beast.
gummies involved and beer.
Same.
Takes the edge off.
Gambit
Where's
was
that
just
Alan
telling us
Moore
he's
book?
doing 5 pages on the next Cthulhu book.
Ooh, is Wonderland, isn't it?
The Wonderland, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I already did them. I did those like a few months ago. The book that Kickstarter is already funded, and it's already on its way. Not on its way to people, but on its way to being finalized. You know?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And we just talked about Ryan's book being pushed to January.
Listen, by the time his book comes out, I'm going to have to interview him again because I did it like a year ago.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to be interviewed by you every single day, my friend.
Listen, I know that's your long-term goal, but Mrs. Bearded really wanted to do a review of the book.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she's like, "Oh, great! Now we got to push that back another 8 months." And
She's fine. She can read it right now if she wants.
Speaking of
I got a PDF
Peeky peek.
right in a hole in my Google Drive.
Speaking of interviews, Ryan, would you want to sit in? Philip Kennedy Johnson agreed to come on with Tessa and I.
Dude, I was all like, you posted on Threads something about it, and he replied or something.
Yeah.
And I just jumped in there and I was like, let me
Hi.
see.
Tessa was like, if you and Ryan just want to do it and talk about the Last God, I was like, no. I have
Yeah,
a lot to
she's-
say about Action Comics. Like,
Wouldn't surprise me if she tried to back out for some reason.
yeah,
I would love. Oh my god. Okay, I was at San Diego and he happened to be in the bar, the hotel I was staying at. He was at the bar, and I passed him on the way out, and you're just passing by somebody, and I was like, like we were old friends or something. I was like, oh hey, and I was like, oh wait, he has no idea who the hell I am, and he just looked at me like that and just kept going. Like, oh no.
yeah, because I got involved in that chat on Threads when she was. I was like, you didn't even talk about Last God. What kind of fan are you? And I was like, fuck it. He's in the chat with me. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there. He's like, yeah, sure. I was like,
shoot your shot, man. Wait, is Threads actually something I should be on? Because I feel like there's so many.
Well, it's
She was
easy
really
since you
hot
have
for like a
Instagram.
weekend.
It's easy.
That's
the
it.
creator engagement I've had on there is 10 times better.
Yeah. You tell me I'm gonna have to open a Threads account? Damn it.
And you might have to pay for Twitter soon.
Yeah.
I might not have to because I'm not going to.
Oh, there you go. Problem solved. All right.
Yeah, it was like Ryan and I and Tessa in this chat, and all of a sudden I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna try it." And Phil Kennedy's like, "Yeah, here's my email." I was like, and then Tessa's like, "If you and Ryan just want to bro out with him," and I'm like, "No."
He might have supplanted James Tynion as my favorite writer right now. Like, it's very close.
Damn.
James Tynion on horror, I love. James Tynion on Batman, yeah, he's all
Oh,
right.
that's old news. Yeah, I didn't love his Batman run, but that's been over and done with. But yeah, him on pretty much everything else I've been a fan of.
Are you enjoying World Tree?
I am, but not as much as I want to.
No,
Mhm.
the covers are awesome for it though.
Oh, well, yeah.
It finally started to really like pick up steam, I feel like.
Yeah, I do feel like issue 5 could have been issue 3, and I might have been a little more
Yeah.
excited.
It feels like a TV show that I'm reading.
That's you're touching on a criticism I have of a lot of modern comic writers, is that they seem to like pace their comics as if a page is a minute sometimes, and it's a little frustrating because 22 minutes isn't enough story when you have like I don't know. Bothers me sometimes.
So you're talking about TV, and I have to say something because Greg and I were a big fan of Winning Time on
Oh,
HBO,
All right.
and they finally have a good show that is super involved. The acting is good, and they fucking cancel it.
I was just about to start watching that show.
How much do you think that is with like effective because of the writer's strike of people not being able to promote their own stuff?
Some
And
of it.
Some of it didn't have great ratings the first season either, though. It's my understanding.
that's what I didn't know. I haven't.
Yeah,
I,
it's hard to
I stay
say.
away from like that stuff, so I don't know as much. So
Well, it's hard to know for sure too. Like some of that stuff is like just it's hard to parse because they're so cagey with their data. You know?
I know Rodney's bummed out by it.
I know, and like I was gonna reach out to Rodney to have him on the show at some point to literally just talk about Winning Time, and because everyone else was like, let's talk about Philadelphia, let's talk about
we talked about all that,
and I'm like, I want to talk to you about Winning Time, and now I'm like,
so I will tell you something that he will endlessly talk about if you get onto it with him. His working on the Wu-Tang biopic because he had to hang out with the RZA and everybody in New York.
That's pretty cool.
Also his time working with the Wayans brothers and on Boondocks.
Oh hell yeah!
Like he is a wealth of stuff he's worked. One of his first movies was Major Pain.
there's a monster in my closet.
Pop that titty out his mouth.
Do them robot.
He did now.
Wow, that takes me back into time warp on Major Pain.
That's how I learned how to manage pain.
Good golly, I haven't. Man, that was a staple when I was in high school. That was one of we used to do a group of buddies and we used to do cereal potluck.
Oh no!
And
Whoa,
what it was is we'd like a Friday night or Saturday night, we'd get together, we'd all bring our VHSs, or maybe we were starting to dabble in DVDs now, who knows? And pick like these stupid funny movies that we'd watch, and everyone would bring a different cereal. So we'd have like a cereal buffet, and then we'd just go through and watch like Major Pain, Dude Where's My Car, Night at the Roxbury, like all of those just like absurd, like hilarious comedies from the 90s. And
Biodome
was on there.
No, not Pauly Shore.
Roxbury is the only one of those I've seen.
What is
love? Probably the only good one, really.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, Ryan.
I've got Rodney's assistant's email if you want to have him on the show, Bearded, to get a hold of him.
Yeah, I do, but just not. I don't know now because like I want Winning Time, and I feel like it's just like sad.
Oh no, he'll talk endlessly about the research he did and his stuff with the Wu-Tang and just his whole history that got him into comics. He was a WCW wrestler.
What?
Like, yeah, he told. That was the episode you were in the interview for. He told us he went to the power plant in Atlanta.
I mean, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember what
he tried to be a WCW wrestler because he's a pretty big guy, and like looked at some of them and was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out. Met Ric Flair at the gym.
Not for everybody.
So Threads and Instagram app. That's what I want to get on.
Yeah.
It takes 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It does.
It just
Do I
imports all
really
your
want to get
Instagram.
on that? But
I'll get a new
So
follower.
engagement wise, for that kind of, if you just don't want to use X anymore, it's basically that.
X gonna give it to you. X gonna give it
No,
to you.
X gonna charge you.
Yeah.
X gonna charge you.
Blap blap.
For anybody just joining us, since we have stars now,
The real actual like talent.
this show
Gambit
is,
was like holding on to the talent portion. Now we have real other more like we're even growing more now.
this show
Wait,
is
who are
basically
you talking about? Ryan?
I'm just sitting here doing comics
You're
shit.
talking about Ryan and his Michael Jackson glove?
Yeah. Those are expensive, all right?
the show is basically in honor of our friend Jen, and we're constantly posting the link to her GoFundMe, which is doing great for the first day, just under 11,000.
Sweet.
We need to keep it going because even
Just past 11,000. You got an update. Just past 11,000.
the goal,
Hell yeah.
while being good, she probably needs more.
Yes.
And I hate that it's come to this. All of us are friends of hers. Gambit and I did shows with her for years, and then Greg and Ryan did the
Comic Talk Live.
Comic Talk Live for what, 2 years almost?
A year and a half, probably. Yeah, it was
Long
something
time.
like that. Holy cow! Wow. And
Dearly missed. What else? That was what I did on Friday night, which I mean, whatever. You can judge.
I
me.
did laugh that your show with her got brought up more than her being with me. I was like, I see how it is. I get it. I was just the launching board.
Hey, it works, man. It happens. It's okay.
hey,
No, I honestly, during COVID, all of our shows, like, I loved every minute of it. Some really bad book clubs where I probably shouldn't have been doing them, but
It's fine.
but made some great friends, which everybody here, we're all friends of Jen. So please go, even if you can't donate, please go ahead and just spread the word.
share it around.
Share it.
And the link is right there. It is in the description for anybody who catches this late.
Sweet.
And to everybody who did donate, it means a lot. And
She scolded me when I told her I donated today. She told me I shouldn't have done that, and I was like,
Don't tell her. Don't tell her what I did. Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
I'm hoping she doesn't realize I did because I just used my real name and not Bearded Comic Bros. So it's like,
Yeah, good.
Greg, no, how would she find out that you donated? Like, it's not like you're like recording the fact that you donated for the public to consider.
well,
she's at a concert right now, so
she's not going to see this.
She's
She's
like,
not
oh,
gonna see
she's probably gonna see it
What?
later.
She's
Ryan's
gonna
gonna
watch
tweet
this
on
at
Threads.
0.5 speed, just to
Well,
absorb
I can-
everything.
You can like post a clip. I'll post a clip of everybody admitting their donations.
That's right. She was like, "Oh my God, Rodney posted," and I was like, "Yeah, I've been keeping Rodney in the loop for a couple of weeks." She's like, "Oh," I was like, "Sean Lewis reposted it," and she's like, "Oh, that was a sweet person." I did read Above Snakes after you talking about it, Ryan. I really liked it.
So good.
It was
Cool little
fun.
book. Yeah.
I still need to
Very
read
much
that.
enjoyed it.
What's it called?
Above
Above
Snakes.
Snakes?
Above Snakes.
It's a cowboy book that kind of like a revenge book, but as he said, like
Into that.
he did everything to make it not work and make it
And
like
it worked.
tropey.
Mhm.
I had fun with it.
Yeah, it was a fun book. Like it really was. And then him posting that Coyotes is banned in Missouri now.
It's a badge of
Yeah, I
honor.
saw that.
Yes,
Why,
of all
though?
the books, because they have men being wolves in it attacking women.
Oh.
Hmm.
And
And
werewolves?
where is this again?
I didn't read Coyotes, but
Can you still rent The Howling in Missouri?
Maybe I don't know. They had women turn into wolves in that, so maybe it's because it was only dudes.
Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. I like. I'm enjoying
digging
that
it.
book.
I was gonna say that it seems like a Scott friendly book. So.
I like it a lot.
Can I just pause though real quick and ask, like,
Yeah.
does anyone else just feel jarred about how jarring of a turn it went from like the first arc and now the second arc is like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Golganuza.
it was like I like it. I still like it. I'm just like, oh, we just took a hard right turn of what this book
Flash
is and
forward
what it
right
could
now.
be.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow.
The last issue is very sex criminals, like Matt Fraction, kind of like with the whole mental health aspect of it.
Mhm. Yeah, those last pages with the faces
Yes.
getting all oh my god, yeah,
I like that.
it's incredible. And Layla Del Duca is a great. She's a
Oh,
local
I love
person,
Shudder
so,
by her
yeah, she's incredible. So
and Sleepless.
the whole lineup of artists on that book with Jason Aaron has been great. Like DeFinky, I think Nick Dragrada did some backups, right? And he's coming back, I think.
Jason
later
Aaron
on.
trying to get as far away as he can from Southern Bastards as he can, since his artist apparently was molesting women.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Latour, not great,
Yeah.
not a great look.
Uh-oh.
Which, before that happened, I had Gambit tattoo the withered tree on my neck. So now I have Jason
damn
Latour art permanently on my body.
Oh my
It's
god.
the risk you run with.
Yeah.
I feel
Man.
kind of gross that I have so much Ethan Van Sciver art in my Green Lantern.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
GL fan, you run that risk.
Right?
So I
go ahead.
learned. I sorry to interrupt you. I learned this, and I learned this with with a band that turned out later to be, the
Pantera?
singer. Wow. Yeah,
R.I.P.
So I for the longest time I felt bad going back and revisiting these songs. And man, I really like these songs. I really like this product when it came out. It brought me joy at the time. It helped me through some stuff. So if it's something I don't support, the whatever it is that they're doing now, I don't support it. I don't. Period. But the older stuff that I already bought, that I already have at home, I still sometimes go back and I hear some of it, and I allow myself to enjoy it again, because it was such a part of my formation, of being who I am today. It was such a big part of my life. And for a second, I let that part, that such a good thing that during that period, be tainted by the actions of or the words of this dude now, 30 years later. So the new stuff, I don't support it. But the older stuff, when it was still, okay to listen to it, or when it wasn't, this stuff, I still allow myself to enjoy it every once in a while, because it's, yes, this person is a shitty person, but at that time, at that moment in my life, when I needed that boost of energy, or that little bit of inspiration, or that thing to push me forward, that music was there. And it's a little bit more than just that person, at some point it just gets away from their hands, and it's a little bit more than just that. And
Frank Miller complex.
and I try to separate, the artist from the art, when it's something that I had already enjoyed and consumed, and it was a part of who I am right now. Now the new stuff, fuck that new stuff. So me having art, or art from an artist that now it turns out that he's a shitty person or whatever, I will still go back and I will enjoy that art from that era, from that time, because in that time, in that era, it meant something to me. It spoke to me in a way that nothing else did. And I am not going to let this dude's shitty words on the internet and his shitty views, taint that really cool thing that he had. I mean, he already tainted it for the future, but not gonna let that. I mean, it did for a long time. It did fuck me up for a long time. And I looked at some of the other stuff, like, man, this dude is so shitty. I'm not gonna reread this book because this dude is shitty. But the thing is that I really like that book. And aside from the dude being shitty, the art it's good. The story was good. The whole thing is good. And it's not just him. It's a group effort. It's a bigger than him thing,
Mhm.
But yeah. Sorry.
There's five people in the Backstreet Boys. You don't got to worry about that one guy.
Well, and that's you. Gambit, you just were so framed for Dan that now he can go bump some remix to Ignition from R. Kelly now finally because he has it for so long. He's just very like, thank goodness now
Yeah,
I got the
you've
keys.
opened the door, allow me to
Oh god, I'm
bump some remix to Ignition.
or I Believe I Can Fly, right? Like that's...
Pop the fresh out the kitchen.
I saw Ryan bagging up All Eight Eyes. Did you finish reading it?
I did.
Were you happy with the ending? I thought it was just right.
I remember being happy with the ending, but it's been long enough that I don't remember it at all at this point.
Is
But I remember
that Steve Fox?
I don't remember who the writer was.
I love specifically this Martin Simmons variant for issue 4.
Oh.
I did double dip. I got 2 copies of number 4 because
you lied to me.
this Simmons variant was just too damn cool.
And I only bring that up because you guys were all mentioning James Tynan, and Steve Fox does a lot of editing for James.
Oh.
So
Oh, nice.
he did World Tree and I think Department of Truth and yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, no.
You had to bring it there, John.
Oh no.
Start with Ghost Dad. Just be sure to start with Ghost Dad.
Oh no, Leonard Part 6.
Leonard
Why
Price.
is there?
I was this close to doing a pudding pop impersonation, and I was just like, no,
You couldn't-
no, I can't
Don't
do
do
it.
it.
If you
Don't
really
do it.
You almost got me, John. You almost got me.
if you really enjoy that show and you want to watch it on your time, yes, that's one thing because like I said, it was something that it brought joy to your life at some point, and when you see it, it's going to bring you back those joyful memories, and it's going to bring back some very happy and warm memories. But now promoting that now and be like, hey guys, go back and rewatch all of this, and that is the thing that I would say, like, no.
That Cosby.
Don't make it your Instagram story.
It's
Watching Cosby.
me and the missus rewatching all Cosby.
Showing the
But
girls.
man, I will tell you though
And be-
that he did that stand-up sketch about Noah's Ark thing, and it was hilarious.
What's a cubit?
What's a cubit?
What's a cubit?
I still go back to Eddie
Who is
Murphy's
this?
Raw with
Who is
Bill
this?
Cosby calling him. I would like to talk to you about the things you did. in film."
I remember the chocolate cake bit was the thing I thought was
Oh.
hilarious. We just eat the chocolate cake, you know. It just said
I'm young enough to have never experienced Bill Cosby, so I feel like
Ryan,
I
you
got out
also
of it
don't like
scot-free.
stand-up comedy, so
don't
I
like-
that's
yeah.
hate stand-up comedy. That's true.
Oh yeah, this
Ryan's
is like
stand-up comedy. Yeah.
Although
Like-
I have seen the Eddie
he was
Murphy
funny.
Raw.
He did stand up comedy. He must have been a rapist. That guy sucks. Yeah.
That's Ryan's
I don't
motto.
wanna say
Yeah,
I
he's
called
like,
it, but
obviously
maybe I
this
called
guy
it.
is terrible. They're probably
Yeah.
all sex pests.
Mhm.
Oh, John,
I'll
Cosby.
accept it.
Do you remember it, John? You saw Cosby, but do you remember it?
Did you wake up somewhere weird afterwards?
Oh no.
This is your fault, John.
Yeah, you did this. you did.
We're gonna
this.
find out Carlito was at a Cosby show.
Oh no.
Stalking John.
I heard Nolan's doing the director cut of Cosby's next live show.
Jeez.
Oh no! It's gonna be the oh god!
It's played in reverse too.
It's gonna be the Justice League BVS
God.
director's cut.
It's Ghost Dad in black and white, and they found 4 more hours of footage.
Wow.
Roofie pudding.
Oh goodness.
The hashtag I never wanted to see.
For someone who has with kids in their name, John has some real blue
Shadow, you
zingers.
said?
I gotta
Although
say.
he's got to change it now soon to John's Comics with Teens.
That's
so
right. He's got to change it.
I,
He
I
need
expect a
graphic design and
rebrand here
everything.
real soon.
Yeah.
Greg,
It
I
doesn't
gotta
make
ask
what you
you.
said earlier, Scott, any better about John's name, but you're
Yeah. Still inappropriate, but like more like, oh,
Greg,
you're
you
almost
have
there.
Wildly different opinions on Batman. What have you thought about this Zdarsky run so far?
the which one run?
The Zdarsky run currently.
Oh, man, I've enjoyed it a lot. I didn't love Failsafe.
Ah,
I
Um,
like that one.
I didn't. I said I didn't love.
No, I know. I got you.
And I was kind of like, I don't know where I was thinking about the multiverse kind of.
The multiverse one was not my.
I will
not
say
my jam.
this though, that Batman issue 900 or whatever, it it sold it for me that Chip could do whatever he wanted to build up to those moments where he could have the shark repellent when he's falling through and all the different Batmans, and the artwork in that was top notch.
Jorge Jimenez is that guy is the shit.
And then and what it's now where I think we're getting into a little bit with this Batman Catwoman war a little. I
been there, done that.
It's tough. Yeah, I mean,
except for Zernar.
You can't do any Batman event set in Gotham and not be. We've done that. It's Jokes of War and Riddles. It's City of Bane. It's the supervillains versus each other and the Bat family. I get it, but I will say this: I think Batman has not been solid in the traditional Batman series like it used to be, because I think so many great storytellers are coming out to say, hey, I have a really cool arc for Batman that's 5 issues and I want to tell it, and I'm going to do it in a Black Label format or just a mini series, because the comics world has shifted of where it's shifted to be selling trades now. You can't just put out a Batman volume with Batman beats up Mr. Freeze or Joker for 4 issues or 3 issues and then put it in a trade, because that's not going to sell. But if it's Batman Catwoman war, that can sell a trade whether you like it or not. So I think it's hard to be an ongoing Batman writer in this current comic market, where it's a lot better suited to say, hey, you have a cool Batman story. Tom Taylor had the one Batman story. It was 5 issues, The Dark Knight, or I don't even remember what it was. But it was there was a group of vigilantes that were killing everybody that Batman saved because they should have died. Kind of almost like a Final Destination, but not supernatural aspect. They were going out and doing it. And it was a
flaw in depth
run.
Design.
But it was, I think the market is really shifting towards selling graphic novels, and if you have a 5-issue arc that can sell. So I think to do an ongoing Batman or an ongoing detective you're not going to get the top-notch storytelling that you could get if you had a Raphael Grandpa or whatever.
That gargoyle by Grandpa,
right?
And
I'm butchering the name, but you're gonna, or whatever Batman miniseries you want. So it's a tough battle, and I think the benefit of having I really enjoyed Tom King's run for the most part on Batman, and I think Josh Williams and James Tynion and Chip Zdarsky are brought in because they're big names who are going to sell the Batman. Batman's going to sell anyways because it's Batman. And then you bring in a big name, but it's going to be really hard to not do these big events. I mean, DC was hey, let's do Dawn of DC. And they did 2 issues of
2
Green
months
Lantern. And then they're let's pause for 2 months. And now let's tell these horror stories in July and August, mind you. Let's not even put this horror event in October when it would be more fitting. They're let's start it right away.
Brian's I'm done.
And it hurts, because Green Lantern was just last week, issue 3.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened here? Oh, it was
a big break.
It was a really good throwback. Jeremy Adams was doing the throwback to Hal Jordan as this is what I want in a Green Lantern book. And I'm talking about Green Lantern literally because Ryan can't hear me. And
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. You took your headphones off.
He just took his headphones
I just was hoping
Night
you were going
Terror's
to be
Green
really
Lantern
upset.
actually was
But it
one
was
of the
a
cooler
throwback
ones
to what I
because
want in a Green Lantern book. And then they're let's pause for two months to then throw Nightmare.
I think Night Terror's Green Lantern, though, even though I didn't love it as much as some of the other Night Terror's books, I thought it was cool because it still kind of tied into
it. At
the
least
book.
tried to tie in, yes. And Alex Segura had a run on it, which was on the backup issues, which was good too. So
I'm mainly just reading World's Finest. That's mainly what I read for DC books, which is that book's so good.
Mark Waid can do whatever Mark Waid wants to do.
Well, Mark Waid and Dan Mora together, it's just a magic. Dan Mora is one of 2 artists that can write. They can draw multiple books a month, seemingly, somehow, and they look great. It's amazing.
So good.
I've
Love
been
Dan
liking the
Worrell.
Rom V Detective. It's been slow, but like
I need to check that out still.
it's been a build up, but it's finally starting to kind of hit its pace.
Is a new issue come out in the last like 2 or 3 weeks since I've stopped reading?
I don't think
No,
I don't think
Because
so.
I've been like really not good with that book. I have not.
I
really had
haven't
fun.
loved that.
I really want to, but like I feel like nothing's happening, and it's just a big Ra's al Ghul story, which I don't like.
it actually reminds me of that run. I want to say Brubaker had back after the earthquake, cataclysm.
No Man's Land.
No
No
Man's
Man's Land.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him and Rucka both. One had detective, one had Batman, and I think it was Brubaker's is the one that had the animals in it, the people turning into animals, and that's kind of what seems to be happening in Rom V's.
I don't love Rom V's Detective, but I will tell you what has been. I just got to preview his new book from Boom Studios
Ooh, yeah.
with
Yes,
Felipe Andrade, who the team is back from Layla Starr.
No
Rare
Andrade.
Flavors is a really cool book. The first issue, at least.
I'm excited for that.
Highly recommend picking it up tomorrow. If you are at your shop, pick up Rare Flavors.
It's on my list.
For me.
yeah. The Many Deaths of Layla Starr was so good. And Andrade's art, and of course, I want to say there was a foil David Mack cover for it.
There's a foil.
Oh yeah, I think I have it.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's inches away from me actually.
That guy who has, I think, a cover for Crashdown.
Dude, David Mack.
Crashdown. Is that the book that was supposed to come out 2 years ago?
Some kind of sci-fi thing. I don't even know what it's called or what it's
I don't
about.
know.
I heard the writer
but
doesn't
just-
like Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Or stand-up comedy.
That's so weird.
It's so weird that he would write a book about Bill Cosby. And
Yeah,
Loves
that's the thing about
comedy.
Crashdown. The guys don't know. Like,
Loves JELLO though.
All I know,
John-
is I'm gonna get a solicit for Crashdown and be like, oh, it's coming out now, and I'll just like, you sure about that? You sure about that?
You sure about that?
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Is that the first I think you should leave reference in a stream that's ostensibly Jen
You
related?
guys just
I
showed up.
feel like
I
we
wasn't.
have to mention
Yeah.
that, Joe, because
Yeah.
this is a Jennifer stream. So
Only took an hour and a
I
half.
I like
think
your
John-
complicated shirt too. By the way, that's a nice. I like the pattern.
Yeah.
Could be
So
more
complicated.
complicated.
This
On,
one's bargain bin.
I feel like I should. I wish I had my Can Flashes beer. So
Oh damn!
Cool. Be clicking back a few cans too if you had my wife.
I did eat a sloppy steak earlier, so I think
hey, people can change, Scott. People can change.
I used to be a piece of shit.
She
It was
better watch
the
this one,
episode with
nothing else.
the neighbor's pig comes through the door.
That's when Ryan, Jennifer, and I
Oh yeah,
streamed that. We didn't
simultaneously
stream
watched
it, but like
the
we synced our TVs to watch it at the same time when
That's
season
what happens if
3
you do
came
a
out.
show long enough. Your TVs will sync
Oh.
up.
It was so good. It was such a good night.
That was.
Gambit like my stupid joke. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I heard it. I understood it. I just didn't.
Yeah, no,
ignore it.
it's okay. I know you don't like stand-up comedy. You don't understand that.
Fair. You're sitting down though, so it's okay.
That's true. That's also fair. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, and this is why.
you do understand it. No, people are sketch
Um,
comedy.
John's doing a movie show Saturday night. We're going to talk about directors who basically got big and then made their passion movies. The blank check movie episode.
Wow.
Who are these
You guys still doing that show?
Talk about
Yeah. It's
and I'm like,
Unless you don't want to spoil
Dan
it.
Dan has replaced me as John's movie show buddy. So
Oh dang, that's
I
Dan
know.
seems to be available.
John gets around. He's got
John
plenty of
doesn't-
movie show
John
buddies.
doesn't even reach out anymore. He was just like, you were good for a while, Greg. Like, I'm gonna go to Dan now. So
He was like,
Yeah.
"Well, do you want to do a show for, have streams for Jen this week?" I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Movie or comics?" He's like, "Oh, movies. That's easy." I was like, "Okay."
Dan,
So
and,
he's like,
Dan and
"What do you-"
John just make me watch a whole bunch of movies from directors, and then we
That's
never
not
do a
me.
show about it.
That's not me.
I have watched so
What?
many movies.
I watched all those fucking McTiernan movies. I watched all those Guy Ritchie
That's not a,
movies.
that's
I've
not a
watched
chore.
all of them.
McTiernan, come on.
I've watched
Good
McTiernan
stuff.
and Guy Ritchie, and I'm sitting here
Rollerball
just
is a
going,
chore. Rollerball is
Okay.
a fucking chore.
Rollerball was trash. Like, it was so bad. And I will say that as someone
James Caan's in that, right?
who
Yeah.
suggested John McTiernan, but like Rollerball,
There he is.
that was like the downfall of like where it's like, psh, but I gave you guys multiple. Why do we even have Carlito in the group anymore? Let's just cut him out.
Wow. Jeez.
And then he comes back. He's like, "I'm ready." I was like, "When?" Oh,
I don't know,
I got my
3
brother's
weeks. No.
wedding.
Carlito's about as like reliable for this show as Ryan is. So
Oh, I said from the beginning, I'm not doing this shit.
that's why I said what I said.
Yeah.
You at least
Yeah.
said you aren't going to do it,
But
and
I
you're
wanna
still in
hang
the
out
group
and
chat.
poke fun at you guys in the group chat.
Carlito's like, yeah, let's do it.
Well, he reached out to me about. He's like, "Hey, Halloween's coming up. What are we doing for Halloween movie month?" I was like, "I don't know. Are you going to be around for Halloween movie month?" He's like,
Well, see, here's the thing: John won't do. John doesn't like to do Halloween during Halloween movie.
well, "No,
I
I do it
think-
on my channel, but like,
I think that's when we did. I think that's when we did the musicals. We do the complete opposite of
Oh.
what the trend is on YouTube because it's like, what's the algorithm gonna like? Let's do
Yeah.
the complete.
You should
So I was
do,
like-
yeah, you should do Umbrellas of Cherbourg in October.
We literally just watched a whole bunch of musicals during
Yeah.
October because we're like,
Yes,
nah. Am I wrong, John? Am I wrong? Am I
He
wrong?
can come on here and defend himself if you want.
Hey,
That's right.
He knows
Anyway,
I'm right. So
We need to get even more handsome, as Tessa was saying. We can continue to get more handsome.
There's no handsomer than John.
Yeah, there's not. That might
John,
top us out.
Dan, pull that
actually,
comment up.
but
Pull
we'll
that
see.
comment up.
Also, you're not wrong.
it's now out there for.
He's not disputing your
Everywhere
facts.
and
He's
every-
disputing
all time.
your. He's
He's
disputing
like-
your approach.
Even though you are correct, don't speak
Yeah.
for me.
Don't
Keep
speak
my
for me.
name out your mouth. He's gonna Will Smith me right now.
Oh dang! Don't let him
So-
come on if he's gonna slap Greg. That would be-
I
No,
named-
actually, please do it. That'd be really fun entertainment.
I
We'll
named The
get the views.
Exorcist for Carlito and I to do, and then The Descent. I was like, Descent's an easy movie to watch. Like, it's a good movie. It's easy to watch. Like, it's accessible from many streaming places. And he
all
hasn't
key
gotten
things.
back to me.
If someone donates like $100 right now to the
Oh, yeah.
Kickstarter,
I'm
not
watching.
Kickstarter, GoFundMe, whatever it
GoFundMe.
is. I'm in the comic zone. I'll let John the next time we see each other, not the next time, the first time we see each other in person, he can Will Smith slap me.
You heard it
Brian's
here,
like,
folks.
hold on. Like,
What's the time limit? We got 10 minutes.
I mean, you also have to. It has to be the next time. Which the first time we see each other in person, and we live on different coasts, so it's going to be a long time before that happens.
Yeah, but he can't remind you before it happens either. He just got to slap you cold.
It's just like a slap bet from How I Met Your Mother, just like rip you out of it.
2 years from now.
Oh my God, John! It's so good to finally meet you in person. Whap!
Yep, exactly like that.
Ooh.
easy to watch and it's available on many streaming services and Tubi. Jeez, John.
HBO Max.
Like easy to actually hit the button and start playing.
But Tubi has so many commercial breaks; it's not that easy
They
to
do.
watch.
We're watching Miami Vice on Tubi, and
I'm sorry.
No,
They
don't
don't-
watch
they don't-
Miami Vice on Tubi. Don't. Is it the movie or the show?
oh, the show.
Oh,
Not the
okay.
movie. Yeah,
I was
the
like,
show.
don't ever fucking watch
But
that
yeah,
movie.
But they can't sync up the commercial
Why?
breaks, which is what's frustrating. It's like this has commercial breaks. Just put them there.
Mira, why is it that he can watch
Oh yeah, I just watched that movie.
Miami Vice?
Because it scarred me.
The movie or the show?
The movie.
The movie, because we watched it for the first time
Oh.
we did John's Michael
With
Mann.
Michael
pick,
Mann,
and
every
we've never
3
done
hour
another
fucking
pick.
movie ever made.
Yeah. Heat's great. Heat's
And
great.
Michael Mann has never heard of a sound editor when it comes to a
That's
movie.
fair.
So
Okay,
that's
that's
why.
fair.
But Gore and I are going to be on a show tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
So on JP channel.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Someone sounds jealous.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Did John
Oh,
really just say
yeah.
to slap you?
Well,
It
one
was
of my
last.
favorite titles.
Another Rick Remender book in honor of Jen.
Yep.
I've got them all right here, but I haven't read them yet.
Wait, did John actually pay for a slap bet? Someone fact check that.
Oh wait, let me
Because I'll
refresh.
hold up to it. If he dropped,
I don't see extra. Wait a minute.
Wait
Not
a
seeing it yet.
yeah. I figured.
I see a
It's in
10-hour.
limbo.
I see a 10-hour ago. Here, let me do. I'm a web developer, so I know how to do a hard refresh.
F5.
John paid just paid 100.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Oh, no, I don't see it.
Fake news.
Scott says no.
I believe you, John. I just don't see.
I
it.
don't believe you, John.
That's all
Yeah,
I'm
John's
saying.
a freaking liar.
John is a liar and a cheat.
Did he,
I
wait, did he
believe-
did he Venmo you?
No.
Is Josh Zoll $10 35 minutes ago.
Yeah. I
Sterling
see it.
Wilson 150.
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay,
John.
so where's the total right now? Where is it?
Let's see. I'll do this in
It
incognito.
is
That should be
at
we can-
$11,011.
$11,011.
Yep.
Yep. We can do better.
We can
As soon as
definitely do better.
As soon as John's C note comes through, we're good. Here we got
I
one
thought you
one
said
one
as soon
one
as
one.
John Cena comes through, I was like, well,
As
you
soon as we
can't see
can't.
it.
Yeah, you can't see him though.
Can't see that bid.
John Cena wearing camouflage is just pointless.
Yeah, that's too much.
This is why Ryan doesn't like stand-up comedy, because he thinks that what I'm doing is
Who are
stand-up
these
comedy, which
people?
is not. Yeah. What's the deal with John Cena?
That's good.
I can see
I
him
see
just
him.
fine. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
I see him, but I can't see him.
He's right
What's the
there.
deal?
He probably also smells terrible. He probably
I don't
can
care.
smell-
But
I can smell John Cena.
talking about John Cena, though, that like prank phone call is still one of the best pranks ever with the John Cena, like where he's calling in like to support John Cena. Such a good one. Have you guys?
I think I know what you're talking about, but it's been a minute.
Oh, I don't know
It's
what
so
that-
good. It's so good. John, no one believes you.
I believe John. I just don't
Scott,
see it.
no, we don't.
I mean, I'm starting to lose my belief in this because I can't see it. But
I lost my belief a long time ago.
wait, John, did you send a check to GoFundMe PO box and then
Well, I did say Kickstarter at first, so he might have like
takes
just backed
longer.
a random.
what did you just back?
What comic did you back thinking you were gonna get
Yeah.
that slap?
What have you done?
I'm glad you're
It's from
getting
his-
like the full rewards though. I guess.
It's from his daughter.
Oh,
She's
okay.
like, I want to see Dad get slapped.
Oh my God.
My daughters don't
Well, that
know
makes
anything
sense.
about TikTok or anything, so
Oh, there it is. I see it.
Oh,
See, now it's 11,111. 11111.
no way. I want to see it myself. I don't even
Yeah.
believe it.
now's the time.
11,111, you said?
there's an anonymous one from 4 minutes ago. Anonymous.
Anonymous. Thank you, Anonymous.
All right. I want to.
Well,
I
you're getting
wanna-
slapped, Greg.
Oh, I'm fine with that. I just
Yeah,
want to.
no.
I just want to see who the anonymous is because
He says anonymous is him,
The dudes with the masks? That's you?
but not the $1,500 anonymous. I think that's Rodney Barnes.
We don't need to speculate. It's fine.
Yeah,
I just appreciate the support.
yeah.
listen, John. I said it will happen. It can
What the
happen.
fuck? You're
Let's-
saying that name.
Well, we're gonna do a pay-per-view now, I think is what we need to do. We need to do a pay-per-view. It's Greg versus
Someone just needs to follow Greg around the camera at all times.
Again,
John's gonna show
now,
up.
I'm trying to get John to come out to Columbus in December. So if you want to see it happen, I'm
Oh.
What about
trying.
John goes to C2E2?
Do you need to try to get on a panel and have that happen? Like two prominent comic book social media personalities.
listen.
One's gonna slap the other for charity.
Best money ever spent.
I'll go to that. I'll go to that panel.
Man, that will be the best. The only thing though, John, I feel like you can't do it surprisingly because you got to do it where you can have it videotaped because people will watch that and then we can raise more money.
I think that's what I'm saying. Pay-per-view.
What if he proxies his daughter in who's playing volleyball and she just like hauls back?
Listen,
She got a strong hand. Use my strong
That's
hand.
right.
Dad.
Yeah. She can really she can mess you up.
No, it was for John. John can't transfer it. So
I'll never tell him I'm going. I'll just creep up on him like a predator.
He has to do the slapping. It's
I
that
mean,
Jason
listen.
Momoa
Wow,
meme.
Bill Cosby all
I was
over
gonna say,
again.
for someone
I
who
know.
was quoting a lot of Bill Cosby, this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Everything's questionable now. You specified your face, right? Because I think he might.
It doesn't even matter. I didn't. It's
Oh, okay. Well,
dealer's choice.
there you go, John.
Dan's the slapback commissioner. So
Oh,
Okay.
Wow. Well,
Okay, Vince, you
are we
gotta.
gonna have a weigh in?
Yeah, you gotta have a weigh in.
no, you get to decide the rules, Dan. How it happens, how it transpires.
He can't transmit it to anyone else.
No.
It must be his hand.
I just want to be Jim Ross. By God, he slapped his face.
President Jack Tunney. Tell you
What-
what it's gonna be.
What's funny is I will absolutely forget about this bet. And I know John's not going to show up to anything near me for like 5 years. So it'll literally be just like, I'll get slapped and no one, like,
Oh.
why did you do that? Like,
Trust me, it'll be brought up in every stream.
Oh yeah.
no, it won't, because here's the deal.
I will bring it up myself.
I made a bet with Tony last year about a football game, and I won the bet. I just am now remembering it.
That you won that bet.
Yeah. And I never called Tony out on following through with the bet. And we talked about it on every single live stream that Tony did last year.
Well, now he's being called out. Tony, you owe. Who's Tony again?
Old Wolf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And John now calling himself out for being petty.
No. You know, everybody's got their price.
Jennifer, what I do because I care. We love you.
Yeah. Greg's
Yes.
gonna get slapped for you. I know she appreciates that.
Listen.
These are
guarantee it.
rules. Keep it honest. Keep it above the belt.
Yeah. There you go. So there we go. We could establish that. No, and it's open hand, so that's good.
There's no transferring.
You'll keep all your teeth, most likely.
There is no bitch slapping. The slappee must be knowing that it's coming. There is no sucker slapping.
Oh, dancing, no sucker punt, no sucker
Oh.
slaps.
It's got to be like a gentleman. It's got to be like the end of John Wick 4.
I mean, if you want to do it old English style and have the glove and smack them, I'm okay with that.
Hey, can you do me a favor though? And can you slap me with Ryan's comic? Because I know it'll not come out. And then I don't have to get slapped.
That's
Damn.
fair.
Damn.
Harsh, but fair.
You just slapped Ryan with words.
Dude,
That
that
was-
Yeah, I feel like I've been slapped for free.
You didn't even pay $100.
Yeah, that was creepy.
was cold. That was cold.
Ice cold.
Ouch.
You
I
were
just want to
so-
read it. I just want to read it.
It comes from
It's your-
pain.
But there's new pages being added that you can now talk about,
That's right.
It's just getting better. That's
and a
all.
4th issue.
It's getting bigger.
What she said.
Can't say it'll be better.
Listen, okay, this is not how publicity works, Ryan. You don't.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna try and defend it. No,
We're
it's
trying
not.
to help you. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh no, you'll be his Urukai.
I was hoping you were gonna slap me like Jack Black and be like, "Get that corn out of your mouth."
Gambit's just like, I'm just doing Spawn. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
draw Spawn.
Yeah.
That looks good. I
So
love that.
what I was going to say is that if I sell any of these books, I'm going to donate everything to the fund for Jennifer. So
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
just you guys know, I'm done with this. I'm probably not going to post them on the website because I'm having trouble with the website at the moment. But if you
Post
see
on
this,
Instagram.
yeah, if you see this stream and reach out, and if you buy this, I will donate this to Jennifer.
Tessa, you act like you're surprised.
Yeah, these streams are usually so short. Is that what you're saying? I don't think that's true.
But yeah, Gambit, post them on Instagram and tell them to take offers, and I will repost them. So, or just do like a live auction or something.
Yeah, so
Tessa, you're not a Spawn person. You don't like the Todd Father?
What?
Spawn. It's a book I came up with because I was tired of other books not killing people.
Yeah.
In the wilds of Canada.
Oh, Tesla gets to slap you too.
You donated $100.
No, that costs $100 to slap Greg.
That
We've
costs
established that there's a
$100
price.
to donate to the Kickstarter. And it's not a Kickstarter, it's a GoFundMe. I always got those two up.
Go to zoop.gg.
It's the Greg Slapathon.
Yeah. Put in your PayPal.
It's the perk that was never added.
I feel like I should be I feel like I should be slightly offended that everyone is like, you know what? Listen. All right, fine. I'll donate now because I get to slap Greg.
Not helping my friend that I care about. But I get
The
to
worst
slap
part
my
is
other
Jen,
friend.
if she watches this tomorrow, fast forwarding through, going, "Wait, hold up, stop."
Huh? Violence.
What did they just say?
Yeah.
The worst is when Jennifer will donate to her own GoFundMe.
So she can have it, yeah.
She said, "What? Give me a second."
Like, yeah, but this is the only chance I'm gonna get.
Let's rally those funds.
And then she'll stop it. Wait, the ash can of Crashdown is $350 on eBay. That's real.
Yeah,
I just looked it up. The shit's pre-selling for a lot of money. So Ryan's already got the speculators out there
I'm
waiting
paying attention again.
for it to be
Well,
optioned.
The vultures are circling.
I was letting Greg know how much your book was going for
Oh.
on eBay.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
That's why
Anyway.
he just tuned out.
It's like,
That's fair.
I think we're ready to wrap it up. I got work in the morning.
I just got a whole new stack of books to get going. You know, I'm ready to roll.
Slapping Greg for X amount of dollars.
Have you
yeah,
rewatched the
Just
Backtrack.
abuse Greg in different ways.
it's just
The worst part
cable.
is when the worst part. What's
Oh
going to happen
no!
is someone's
there he is.
The team now. I'm just getting ready. Just warming up.
Got the tank top and everything.
Oh shit!
no. Here's the worst part of the whole thing. John's gonna not John. Dan's gonna because Dan is the one that actually edits videos and cuts stuff, and we'll make a
Right.
short of
There's
this.
no editing. I guarantee you, there's nothing.
And Dan's gonna post this clip of like, oh, if you donate $100 right now, and then what's gonna happen is someone's gonna tag Mrs. Bearded, and she's then gonna donate my own money to then slap me.
This sounds like a win for everybody.
Hey,
I'm
I'm just saying.
Are you making the negative case for this, or what?
I'm not.
I'll make
I'm
sure
not
I
making a
tag it with the
positive or
Rocky
negative
music.
case. I'm just telling you what's gonna happen.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's all over the top.
Yeah,
I need lots of footage of John like punching steaks hanging in a,
Oh no, John!
or just slapping them.
John in the grocery store
Yeah.
punching slabs of meat.
Just me slapping my kids to get ready to practice.
Greg's training by just standing in front of a robot that's slapping him, so he can like build up his tolerance.
John's the Marshall to my Barney. So
You are, yeah. I like this.
While
analogy.
watching Cosby specials.
Oh no.
well, I'm not doing that.
yeah.
So-
Oh no, I'm talking about John while he's working out.
Yeah. He's
I'm so ashamed of that. The fact that I saw him live. It's a genuine.
well. You
shame.
didn't know at the time,
I mean,
did you?
yeah. It's not like I went like last year.
Yeah. Well, you're like, oh, I got to see him now. He's going to jail. I got to.
One
Front-
last
I got
card.
I got
That
great
Pony Pop
seats.
joke
I mean,
again.
Yeah.
Come on.
There's like nobody here. It's crazy.
yeah, nobody. Like it was easy to get tickets.
Yeah.
I got to the meet and greet real easy.
Yeah.
He,
That-
he
Get a
gave
dinner
me a
with him.
drink.
He
It
didn't
was
pick
good.
up
I
the
don't
check
remember the rest.
the
Next thing I knew, I woke up with Carlito stroking my face.
Oh no.
Oh, that sounds.
We've all been there. It's common.
That should be worth $100. Right?
Having to watch all those Guy Ritchie movies, maybe.
I've seen them all, and I'm still waiting to talk about all of them.
You guys never talked about them?
No!
What the hell?
We've done
We've
one
all done the
show.
homework.
This
We
group
did the
chat-
homework.
We did one. We've done
Here's what's
one
gonna happen.
show.
This weekend, I'm gonna drop the date that the three of us pick for talking about it, and if that guy can't make
We'll
it, we
do
can just
fucking
rip on him
McTiernan.
all.
I don't
We'll just
care.
rip on him all night.
So,
So a
every other
normal
show?
stream with them.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
That should be $100 to watch the Nolan movies with Carlito and have him do commentary.
No. If he doesn't show, we can do the Nolan ones without him.
Oh no,
He
no,
won't
I'm
get
talking
the
about people.
he won't get the
and
link.
stuff. That's a perk.
We'll do the Nolan show without him.
No, you
Watch
gotta
And then
BVS,
we'll have
the
moderators
director's
blocking
cut.
from the chat.
disguise
Yeah.
it as Guy Ritchie, and then when he doesn't show up, be like, all right, it's Nolan time.
Oh
It's
yeah, we'll
Zack
flip the
Snyder
script.
up on-
Yes, we go in with Guy Ritchie, and if he doesn't show, then we just talk Nolan the whole night.
And if he shows, we talk Guy Ritchie.
I like Ryan's idea. It's way pettier.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm good at.
No, it's smart.
Pay $100 to watch BVS Supercut with Carlito.
God.
Ooh, Jesus.
This is why it's better.
I don't think I would take
That was a
$100
deep
to watch that
sigh.
again.
Ooh.
No.
Jen would have people taking away money from.
You're like, yeah.
I need a refund.
This
Yeah.
just got dark.
That's all it
You put
ever
it-
was.
He was going to be on this live stream. Good thing he was.
Martha.
What did you
Martha.
say? My mother's name. That's my mother's name. Oh.
I heard there's like an 8-hour version that has Gnort in it. But maybe
I'm
that's
sure.
new
I
version.
wish. I wish.
Yeah?
Sure there is.
There's the other version where it's just Green Lantern getting punched in the face by Batman, the one punch scene of Guy Gardner,
Yeah.
just over and over.
I would pay $100 to see just that scene. Because Guy Gardner
That'd be great.
sucks.
That's what we're gonna reenact.
Wow.
I'll dress as Batman. You dress as Guy Gardner. and
No.
then we'll do the slap.
No, I would never dress as the worst Green Lantern.
Damn.
Never.
There's a
thought
lot
that
of
was
Green
gonna work.
Lanterns. That's a bold statement. There's a lot.
The
of
worst Green
Lanterns.
Lantern?
But that's like the point of Guy Gardner is that he's the worst, right? I mean, that's
Also
why
a good
you,
point.
that's why
Also
you
a good
like
point.
are into
It's his function.
yeah. That's my case anyway. But
It's a good case.
Gambit
But I
has
don't
a
like
strong
him.
opinion about
John doesn't
Guy, it
like
sounds
John
like, though.
doesn't like people that are irredeemable in TV shows. So he'll say that all the time. So
I think that's a simple oversimplification, but I'll go with it.
Guy Gardner.
Guy
is the
Gardner
Walter
is
White
a
of
Breaking
the
Bad of
Lantern
Green
comics.
Lanterns.
Dude,
Whoa.
we just said the
What?
same
Wow.
thing.
Hickman?
You've got some hot takes tonight, Greg.
Well,
What's
actually,
going-
Scorching hot. It burned my
I
face.
know.
Depends,
Ah.
it depends on whose hot take it is. Because to you, that's a hot take, John. But to a lot of people are like, "Oh, Breaking
talk
Bad's
to
a great
Scott.
show."
He's right over there.
Wow.
I'm not even having
Wait,
to
what?
defend anything here. I just let Greg run his mouth, and everybody's like, "Oh shit!"
Listen,
Did he
I'm
just say
calling
that?
Scott to add to
You
the
got
bet.
fire guy Ryan in the corner is like, "Did you just say Guy Gardner is Breaking Bad?"
I said the
did
same
you
thing
do?
at the exact same time.
Wait.
by the
I
way.
just want to clarify. You don't think that Bryan Cranston's character's name is Breaking Bad, right? You know
no,
that
I
Yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah.
Is
That's
it,
what
is
that's
it
why
not
they
his
called the show Breaking Bad.
Henry Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
His nickname's
all one
Breaking.
word.
I swear they called him the students in chemistry class called him Mr. Bad. Is that not true?
That's not true.
I disagree.
Sorry.
I've only
you know.
seen 3 seasons of that show, but I think that's inaccurate. It's possible I missed that
I
episode.
have terrible news for you.
Gambit, you have a Maleficent blank? Like you
Hell
did
yeah.
buy blanks of everything.
That's awesome.
It runs better than it had any right to be, by the way.
Oh,
And
that
that one,
Scar
too.
one. So
Ooh.
good.
Sick.
It's
Nice.
balling.
Oh, you want to see? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do something even better. There's a bunch of that I already have.
Look
If
at
any
that.
if any of these books
Yes.
sell, I will donate this to the
Ooh.
Oh,
fund.
that Maleficent. Holy
Yes.
cow.
Oh, I love it with the color, like the. Oh, it's awesome.
Will I get to
Hell
slap
yeah.
Greg a second time if I buy one?
Nope.
I'll
Because you
let-
get
I'll
a comic book.
I'll
No.
let you slap anyone you want.
You can
Wait,
slap if you want to.
It sounds
This
very.
one-
Oh
Bill
wow,
Cosby-esque.
you've already.
This one has this card here. It's an official Dynamite sketch card. The 25th anniversary of Chaos Comics. I did a whole set of sketch cards for them, and this is one of the artist proof.
That's cool.
Awesome. Who's that guy?
That's Spider Bro.
Well,
Oh, nice. That's sick.
Oh, that's
Luchador
great.
Batman.
City of
Luchador
Bane.
Batman,
It's
yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
the perfect variant for City of Bane.
So I had a Bane for it with that was a set, but that one sold separately.
Don't zoom out when it's the Wolverine time.
Oh, it's that guy from Australia.
That guy from Australia.
Is it
Ooh,
Jocko
the
the
Greatest
Energizer
Showman.
guy?
Is that the Greatest Showman?
Oh, it's the dude
variant?
from Swordfish.
Yes.
Yep. You're right.
Gonna surprise you, the Energizer. Oi.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good
that's
one.
super cool. Oh yeah, that Creep Show is a very cool book. Oh, nice.
Creepshow was actually a good book.
Yeah, I like that. That Garth Ennis Becky Cloonan story was pretty harrowing.
Yeah.
It's quite disturbing. Yeah, that's my dude.
These are all fantastic, but that Maleficent is easily my favorite.
Yeah,
So
that's
good.
super cool.
That's
So
gorgeous.
if anybody is interested in these, you can contact Gambit
Yeah,
on
hit me up.
Instagram. And you can work out a price with him, or maybe he'll put him up for bid. Who knows? This Tessa does all those live auctions on Instagram constantly.
Right. I might ask her a thing or two about that. All right, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna add one more to that pile, and then I'm gonna call it quits because I am hungry.
Yeah, it's 11:35, and
I would
I
like
got
to
work in the
eat.
morning.
Yeah.
What you got?
Maleficent. Let's see.
I like that Sweetwater
Yeah,
sticker.
Oh yeah,
Midwest,
yeah.
Indiana's finest.
I thought Sweetwater was Atlanta.
No,
Was
it's
it?
Indiana.
No,
Sounds like a town in a cowboy movie.
It's a. I'm pretty sure that our home base is in Indiana.
I have no idea.
because I know they have at least a plant there in Atlanta because they have my friends live over there and they're always everything's Sweetwater there.
Scott, are you reading this book?
Yeah, I read the first issue. I have been
Gonna
meaning to
say.
come back to it.
Is that
It
about
seems like
Ryan?
It seems like a Scott book. to
It
me.
does, yeah. I enjoyed it. And I've been hearing good things about it, so I think I might get the trade when it's
I
all.
only got it because
That's
it's my
all
last
ready.
name.
Like,
Makes sense.
it's
book
me.
is that?
Immortal Sergeant.
Immortal Sergeant.
Boom, Sweetwater,
Oh, Sweetwater.
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Did you need to bring the receipts for that? Nobody was questioning it. Nobody was-
44
Wow.
years
Dan
ago.
was. Dan questioned it,
Wow.
Johnson. Shut your mouth. Dan questioned it.
He's just doing
nobody
journalism.
got
Chill out.
receipts. No, Dan did.
Is that
So,
Wikipedia
yes,
though? Did you make that edit real quick? And
Yeah.
then-
that would be impressive. That would be impressive.
That would be
We
it. Yeah.
created a Wikipedia page
Edit.
for Sweetwater in the last few minutes.
Downloaded
The show
logo.
might not have generated any money, but it generated $100.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Hey, hey,
For-
John,
yeah.
John, I'm literally offering you to come stay at my house in December. I'm literally
Yeah.
basically paying you to come slap me.
You are.
But you got to do it like the second day or something like that. Like, don't just show up.
Yeah, not
and
right,
pop it,
yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
He'll expect
Well,
it. So like, wait till the
No,
middle of the night
Don't
when he's
worry,
probably
don't worry.
asleep.
John
Yeah.
will literally be messaging Mrs. Beard the whole time, like, "Hey, just let you know this is when it's going to go down. Make
I'm
sure
going
you
to set up
have-
a website with a countdown timer, just like the show.
I need her to be the one holding the camera.
I'd like to submit another option for how
She's
this
going to be
could go
giggling
down.
and laughing, and the camera will be
let's-
shaking the
no,
whole time.
Scott has another option.
Yeah,
Let's hear.
so you take the kids to Disneyland and the wife. John takes the family to Disneyland. You meet at Disneyland. In the middle of Disneyland, boom.
Happiest
Yeah,
place
but
on
then
earth.
he's going to
Kicked out of
get out of
Disneyland.
Disneyland for slapping another person. Because
It's like
when
the-
security comes, I'll be like, I don't know this
Well,
person.
do it like when you're ready to leave.
I don't know him.
Once
I
you're
don't
all
know. He just
done,
randomly slapped me and he's videotaping
We'll
it.
get
Like,
escorted
you
out
take
through
him
the
out.
By
open.
then, I'll have
Like,
all these
uh,
photos of us together on all these rides up to that point.
well, you've
The
been on Splash
teacups,
Mountain.
you know, it's
Yeah,
a small
I'll be like,
world.
he's stalking me. Look at all these photos he took of me and him on this ride. I don't even know him.
Yeah, who is this?
Make it so like when people propose at Disneyland, you just got to tell them in advance.
Oh
like,
my
I'm gonna
gosh,
slap it with
yeah.
the thing I paid
Right
for.
there in
Also-
front of the
also-
thing.
That's gonna be the photo.
If I'm going
Greg
to
looking
Disney,
like
I'm
he's
going to
proposing
World,
and
not
Sean
Land.
smacking
I'm
you.
Get
going to
down on the
World.
knee and then just whap.
Okay.
No, I'm going to World, not Land, because World's better. It's bigger. It's better.
Uh-oh.
That's in.
I
Dan's
I can
backyard,
disagree
right?
with that, but I appreciate it.
You can disagree, but I've been to both, and Disney World is better.
Yeah, it's bigger, but you have to like pay for each one. There's 4 of them, and they're like nowhere near each other. It's
Okay,
kind of a
so
pain in
you
the
have
ass.
so
have a
Disneyland has
ferry.
one park that is
Yeah.
like, so you're saying, oh, you have to pay for 4 more extra parks,
and you have to,
Disney
and you
World
can't
is
get to
still
them in
bigger
in the
than
same
Disneyland.
day. So you got to like
Also,
you gotta go
They're
over
gonna-
multiple
They're
days
gonna
just to even
organically.
do any
They're
of
gonna
it.
go organically come to.
And
Both.
one of them is, let's honest, one of them is just basically a glorified booze cruise at this point. Like it's kind of just like there's a lot of crap to drink and eat, and that's all you do there.
Again,
It's a
Universal
restaurant.
Studios.
I paid money to get into the restaurant before I got my food at the
what you're saying
overpriced
is
restaurant.
you're saying Park A has one place, Park B has 4 places, and Park B is worse because it has 4 places where Park 1 only has 1. That's your defense.
Again, it's an oversimplification.
When did you guys become a married couple?
Yeah, this is
Oh, it was
A
adorable.
early.
long time
It was
ago.
early.
Have you not watched our shows?
You shouldn't.
Not in a while.
Yeah, it's a while.
So good.
Like Mrs. Bearded feels like the third wheel sometimes. She's like, oh my gosh, you got another stream with John.
I'm so glad
Oh,
these guys broke up finally.
about time.
This slap is going to be like Macho Man Ricky Steamboat at WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
I don't know that reference.
Okay, sorry.
I got you. bro.
Stand-up comedy.
A couple people did.
It's gonna be like the barbershop. Scott.
Oh,
No.
I
it's
do
gonna
remember
be-
that slap though.
Oh, it's
Is that that Bernie Mac
super,
movie?
The super kick of Marty Jannetty out the window.
Yeah.
The sweet chin music.
throw him off a bridge, like The Rock did. No, The Rock got thrown off the bridge. By Steve
Oh
Austin,
my
right?
god.
Is Ryan and I the only ones that are like, I don't know what's going on right now?
Yeah,
I'm the only one
Wrestling.
that doesn't have to work tomorrow. I feel like.
Ah,
probably.
Yeah,
I don't know. By the size of that stack of books you're working on, you might be
Oh,
working on those.
It's like a whole short box. Yeah. this is a
yeah,
thing.
no, it's quite a few.
Ryan, you always are working.
I know.
He just needs the glittery,
Ooh,
is that
glittery
the-
nitro glove.
No.
That's right. I only got one left after this, so I'm
What's
like
that comic you bagged right there?
preserving this. Stupid Spider-Man annual.
Yeah. I
that's a
no.
horrible
Did
name
you
for a
say, did you
comic.
say stupid
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you did.
They just
It's
keep coming up with
the
that.
Spider
extra-
Boy. The worst
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Oh god, this
Oh,
one's
they're
huge.
all bad.
That won't fit. Damn
But
it.
please read Fantastic Four. It's been good.
Oh, it's been really good.
I was gonna say,
I
why
love-
don't you did?
Ryan North has been fantastic on it.
I love that
yeah.
there's a good Fantastic Four book out because those are my dudes.
That is my favorite
And
Marvel
Dudette.
book right now.
Yeah,
It's so good.
It's been the best Fantastic Four it's been in a long time.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's
I-
writing it?
Ryan North.
Ryan North.
I don't think I know him.
The second best Ryan there is.
Of Dinosaur Comics fame.
Of what?
I am reading so much Marvel right now. It's scary.
There's no Batman in those books.
I know. It's weird.
It's weird, probably.
It's almost a guarantee.
There's Nighthawk.
Even better.
What are you
That's
reading?
who, that's who
Marvel?
Batman was based on, was Nighthawk.
I
You know
can't
that,
find a
right?
whole lot.
What?
There's not a lot of Marvel
That's
I'm
true.
reading.
You're not reading much
What
Marvel.
am I reading right now? So I'm reading Fantastic Four. I've been reading Scarlet Witch on the
Not enjoying
regular.
Mhm.
Uh, not Hulk. No,
Both I've been reading.
You didn't start the new Hulk. It's good.
I did. Here's my issue. I'm not a big like body horror
There's
person.
no explanation.
And
you
I
can
feel
find
like-
that we'll have to
I feel
find
like
out.
that's what they did with like Al
There's some of
Ewing.
that.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
so like
Phil Kennedy Johnson took it a different route.
I still feel it's a little body horror.
There's
It
a
is.
little bit in there, yeah.
It's definitely grotesque, monstery kind of stuff.
Like so that's just not my thing. Blade I've been reading.
I like the second issue a bunch.
Second issue was so good. I've been dipping my toe into the X-Men world after Fall of X.
Don't fall in. Don't fall in, you'll
I'm
drown.
still reading those, and I'm about to get to like the swords one, whatever the swords thing.
Wow.
What's the other Marvel? So I just picked up the
Be
new
prepared that the
Daredevil
X
by,
of Swords, Ryan, is a comedy. You should go into it thinking it's a comedy.
I
If you
did.
do, you'll enjoy it more.
What is it? Salid Amen's Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Mhm.
I mean, that's one issue, and I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. So
I liked it, yeah. Daredevil's my
I'm
guy.
anxious to
So.
get to that one.
on
I'm
board.
trying to think what other Marvel books I'm reading on the regular.
You're reading
It's
that
funny.
Avengers? The new Avengers run?
No,
The-
no.
is that
She-Hulk?
you?
It's funny whenever I pick up a Marvel
She-Hulk's
book
excellent.
and,
She-Hulk low-key best
and I
Marvel
bring
book
it
right
in,
now, I think.
and my shop owner will be like, "What is this?" And then he'll look, he'll go, "All right, who are you interviewing that's written on this book?" And he's like, "'Cause you don't read Marvel."
What's up?
I don't
G-Man?
hate this run. This new Black Panther run's been pretty good.
yeah,
Is that
enjoyed it.
Will Wilson?
Did he just sell that by saying I don't hate it?
I don't hate it.
Isn't the
Pretty
premise
good.
of that one kind of like Black Panther's kind of like Batman of Wakanda or something?
Batman's
Isn't that what I
like
heard?
he's
It's
like hidden, like Black.
Yeah,
Panther has to, like,
he had to step down.
Yeah, right. But he's still Black Panthering.
Correct, but he's also in like a different part of the country. which
Yeah,
I like.
he's hiding as a
okay.
common man.
Also, John, do you
That's
see this
cool.
Maleficent that Gambit's drawing?
It's looking
It's
sick.
good.
So good.
Fire.
Yeah. Always.
Love it.
Something about that green one with that green background, though. I'm just like,
Because the color green, man, it's the best color there is.
I got
Good color.
I have a green sketch cover.
Color of
that
willpower.
Cash money.
It's the color of willpower.
I mean, I suppose it depends on.
How
what country
disappointed you
you're
would you have been if that would have been what came out in Blackest Night? Was like, oh, green's the color of money.
I have a
money
sketch.
power.
I have
in.
a sketch
How
cover
everyone's
here
like
that
dollar bills.
that
dollar
old
bills.
wolf.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Nope.
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 Get out of
That
here.
old
there
wolf
it is.
commission.
Oh,
Nice.
I say.
That's pretty cool.
Love it.
Oh,
It looks
Daryl
great
Banks.
on that background. Yeah.
So
I've got one of those that has not been sketched on yet. I don't know what to do with it.
I would say find an artist and have him do a drawing.
That's probably what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
There you go. Glad to help.
Yep.
John, helpful as always. Well, what you do is you find an artist, and then you pay him, and then he does a sketch.
That's usually how it works. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
Should I-
usually how it works.
then it becomes a Seinfeld episode.
should I get some sketch covers and draw on them and put them, try to sell them at my booth?
Yeah,
This
sure.
weekend.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Never thought about
Go
that.
on.
You're gonna
I'm
be
new,
at a
to, I'm new to
convention?
this tabling thing, you know? Yeah. Yeah, me and a buddy are tabling this weekend.
Just do Seinfeld Dune. That could be your theme.
The whole
How would you
table.
like to see George
Seinfeld-
Costanza
oh,
as
yeah.
Fremen?
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I should do. But just put that on like a random like X Factor cover or something.
Yeah.
Like, what does this have to do with?
Don't worry about it.
Or
Buy it or not. Move
with your
along.
wrestling theme, like wrestler/Dune.
I can do that. Yeah, that'd be cool. Stilgar could be.
What is
Ultimate
Greg
Warrior.
doing?
Ultimate
Is he
Warrior,
playing
oh,
with
yeah.
toys?
Yeah, what does he do back there?
well, when I showed you the cover, Indiana
Oh.
Jones fell.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is my Rocketeer falls all the time.
So I'm just
There's pills you can take for that.
I know. Yeah, this guy.
I keep my guys up here.
Here's
His helmet falls off sometimes.
Here's a fun fact. I have a couple pops on the back of my shelf here that are unboxed. And
How dare you?
listen,
I have
But
three
what-
unboxed ones.
here's something I haven't told very many people that I'm doing. I'm starting to collect pops and unboxing them that remind me of people from the comic community. So I only have 2 right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I have a Yara 4
Oh,
unboxed. So that's Mars.
That's from Mars.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's Mars.
And then you guys know it's only fitting. You know what the only other one I have unboxed?
Ah,
Oh, Swampy. Yeah.
Yep.
for Jen. Swampy for Jen. I like this.
I don't unbox any of my pops except for I'm like I want to start to have like some pops that like, oh, these are people from the comic community that are like they're special to them. And I have 2 unboxed. and
That's going to be a
it.
very strange collection when you're all
It
done.
is.
Eclectic.
I own 2.
I feel like I need a. Well, I have a
Magic.
bunch that are in
Nice.
box, so I
Low
can't-
pan.
That is
Low
a-
pan.
Those are my
Is it-
2.
Is it the same as this magic? Is that a different one?
I think it's the same one.
Yeah, and it's the same. It's the Walgreens.
I got the bishop.
Hold on.
I'll be sure and get you guys crash down pops once we work out the deal.
Oh,
with
heck
Funko.
yeah.
I got the Nightcrawler with the bandana.
Oh,
And it came for free. They threw in the long shot. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one.
nobody
Does
wants
he only have
one.
3 fingers?
Nobody
Does he only have
wants
3
that.
fingers?
No,
How accurate
he's
is this
holding
long
his-
shot?
Oh, sorry.
You can't see. Yeah. No, it's okay.
Crash Down Pops coming in February of 2024.
Mine are all out of reach. Right? I'm going to show you all of my Fifth Element Funko Pops.
I have a
Nice.
couple that are in box.
You
Right
Dallas
here.
multipass.
Yes.
No.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Classic.
That was from Joel.
I was
That's
going
the
to
guy
say
that's going to get
that's
slapped
very
by
local.
John, right? cool.
Nice.
Woo!
And then the
Simultaneous
other sign
word.
popped right here. Bam.
Zach Morris.
Wow.
Love
Does he have a phone? Does he have the big phone?
Oh yeah, he has a phone.
Yeah, it's like okay, yeah. Sweet. Nice.
Love it.
Weirdly, they never made ones for The Wire because I would totally have a Stringer Bell one if they made one.
Yeah, that is weird, but also like I mean, they make them of everything, but it feels a little inappropriate.
Also,
The
like
Wire
it would just be dudes. I feel like just regular guys. I don't know. There's nothing like the
Well,
Sopranos.
they
one
made
sounds
Sopranos
cool.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are just
true.
guys. They're just people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
There's
learned their
nothing exciting.
lesson.
I mean, I got the Polly Walnuts one.
Yeah,
I have
they
this
don't make many other Sopranos collectibles that I know
Mike-
of. Anyway.
Full
Mike-
of darn
I have
things.
Mike,
full of
Mike Quint here. Y'all know me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did they get the big one coming with the shark with his
How I make
half
my
in?
living.
I value my neck at a lot more than
I want
$3,000.
my oh, what was the liquor?
I'll find it.
Apricot schnapps.
Yeah, I forgot Brandy, I think.
Oh, brandy. Oh.
Yeah, I just rewatched it. I watched that and 2 back to back. So
I bought the 4K and I haven't even opened it yet.
Of what?
Jaws.
Oh,
I just watched Jaws with Kate the other night. She freaked.
yeah.
I watched the
Such a good movie.
Mask of the Phantasm 4K the other night, and
is it
the
out?
sound was greatly improved.
Nice.
Oh, the sound was
Um,
good.
Yeah.
Hey,
sounds
can
good.
we we mute Ryan during this segment
Yes.
right now, please?
Uh-oh.
Well, I was jealous. Tessa got to see it in the theater.
She did. She said it was fine.
Wow.
Excuse me?
Yeah. She might have told you guys a different story, but
She didn't
you know,
tell me anything.
There you go. See, that says volumes.
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
the fact
like
they
it?
saw her stories, but I know she loves the Superman animated more than most.
I don't
I
need
like
it.
that series.
I don't need it in 4K. I have it in VHS.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Oh wow,
got
yeah.
that-
look
the
at that
clamshell.
cake. Oh my gosh.
I've got that Blu-ray DVD.
Wow.
That
Every
is
format.
nope.
That's,
I have
that's-
every
Brutal
Batman
spot.
movie in.
Oh, and you're at your
VHS.
favorite spot in there? Yeah, that's
Wait,
like
you have
not
the
rewound.
Batman in VHS?
That would be really cool, actually.
Scratch
would be-
that.
They should start doing that.
No, well, there's what nostalgia video he does. He's
Dark
an
Knight
X-Men.
Rises?
He turned his
Yeah.
basically his basement into a blockbuster
Yeah,
video.
yeah. I've seen this.
And now what he
that's
does is
cool.
he takes like new current movies and he'll custom make VHS covers for those current movies.
But what's inside of them?
A VHS tape that like then he'll like scratch off the label and put a new label on.
Make it
Oh.
seem like it's that, but it's
Yeah.
not. Okay,
So it could be anything.
I-
So you
but
could
when you
slide
put
that
it in,
into
when you
Beast
put it
Boy.
in, and you freak your kids out because it's like Silence of the Lambs, and then you're like, oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Had to happen eventually.
Oh,
So,
that reminds
Greg,
me. Has
you're-
anybody watched the new Black Mirror season?
No.
I haven't finished it.
There's an episode that features VHS tapes. That's all I'm going to say. But
shit.
that reminded me that it's really cool.
So
And
Greg,
what
second,
should or shouldn't be on them.
second favorite Batman animated.
Ooh. I
Movie.
just realized in my VHS I also have the comic.
Yes.
Still in there.
Look at that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I have it separate too, but that's pretty fantastic.
So cool.
So cool.
Nice.
Enchantress. What?
I'm not sure. I think Return to the Joker might be my favorite, my second favorite between that and
Oh, that's a Batman Beyond one, right?
Are you
Yeah.
saying your favorite animated or
and
Batman?
yeah, second favorite animated after
Okay.
Mask of the Phantasm.
Ugh.
Because
Or
I'm
is that
between that or Under the Hood.
Oh, so it's specifically only Batman ones? Because I do think that
Yeah, of the Batman animated.
You're missing Sub-Zero because that's great.
yeah, I was gonna say
I
Sub-Zero
didn't
is
love
pretty.
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero was cool.
It was good, but
Now
I-
playing Zero.
I can't use the episode of Batman Beyond with Mr. Freeze in it. That made me sad. Made me feel emotions for Mr.
I
Freeze.
mean, the best episode probably of single episode had to have been that Justice League Unlimited with the Ace from the.
I just rewatched that for Batman Day.
Oh my God, the Amanda
got-
Waller episode.
got crying.
Oof.
Got tears in my eyes.
That was a rough one.
Yeah, that was yeah.
That one's Have you heard
that
Kevin
was the one
Smith
Paul-
talk about that one?
Paul Dini started crying talking about it on Kevin
Yeah.
Smith's podcast.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really?
It's
Paul
powerful.
Dini cried a lot on that show,
So good.
talking about the book he wrote about getting beat up by muggers. Also,
Oh yeah, I read that one. That was a really good
Mhm.
book.
That's a really
Yeah.
good book.
It's a good read.
got it behind me somewhere.
There you go.
That's a solid book.
Yes, and really, really depressing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Highly recommend it though if you
Yes.
haven't read it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never have. I do need to get
Second.
that.
Seconded.
It's so good. The
It's
art-
kind of hard to get your hands on now because like it went out of print for a bit.
So,
Really?
Yeah.
I'll
Oh.
find it.
so good. Yeah, that's a Vertigo. So
When you go slap Greg, you can just take it from him.
you think I'm letting him in my house?
You already invited me.
Yeah,
true.
but you're not coming.
This is the vampire rules. He invited you in.
It's
It-
one of
it'll-
those, like it's one of those like invites like, oh yeah, hey, you should come over, like knowing like that dude's never coming over. Like you're like,
He's an
yeah.
invalid.
No way.
It's gonna be one of those found footage movies afterward with like the little recordings from the ring
Oh, yeah.
cameras from every room.
Greg, you don't realize I'm like Candyman. You keep saying my name. Eventually, I'm going to show
Oh
up.
yeah.
Eventually.
I work
You
on a
say it
slightly
like-
slower time frame
Yeah.
than Candyman.
You have to say it like
It might be a few
5,000
hundred
times.
times you need to say it.
Gotta hop a plane.
I thought I thought we would get you with Kate showing up to Columbus. I was like, maybe we can get you. So
I mean, that's a good draw. That's a good draw.
it is. So for those of you who don't know, Kate from Lost is
Evangeline
going to be in
Lilly.
Columbus
No.
in
Oh.
December, and so
I thought you meant his daughter.
no,
That's
Yeah,
what I
she
thought
goes-
you meant because
yeah.
I was like with John's
No,
wife.
she's right over
John
there.
disapproving.
Yeah.
no.
taking over
What's funny
Sweetwater.
is I just because of that, Stacy and I are watching all of Lost again to get ready for the
Just
Comic-Con.
because of EV coming? That's awesome.
Yeah, because well, here's the deal. So we stopped at season. I think she's seen like 3 episodes into season 4, and
Oh,
we
wow.
had our oldest daughter at the time, and so like we just had to like put a pause on binge
Oh,
watching.
okay. Gotcha.
And so like
So now you're going back.
we've had so many years where it's just like, what do we do? So now it's like we keep saying like she needs to watch it again, but we got to start from the beginning because it's been so
Yeah.
long.
If you had to stop Lost anywhere though, at any point in the run, and just never come back to it, I feel like that's probably the best place to just.
So we're gonna make her watch it though. So I've figured it out.
Watch it.
Maybe
I
you'll
figured
watch
it out that if we watch 2 episodes a
Put the
night
clamps on the
from
eyes.
now
Gonna keep
from
going.
now until December, we can easily crush the entire series. And we are about we're about 5 episodes away from finishing season 1 already, and we just started this week.
Nice.
You know, I've never seen that series.
I love it.
Well,
You're
John
sitting
just
on
happened
a
to do a
panel
whole
with some big
series
fans.
talking
I'll
about.
say.
Yeah.
It's easily one of my favorite TV shows.
Yeah.
No matter what people say.
People are dumb,
I agree.
Yeah.
especially where Lost is concerned. People are idiots and they don't know any better.
Wow.
They were not dead the whole time. Don't listen to the haters.
Just some of the time.
So
Just
that's
watch
the
the
theory that they were
Sopranos.
dead.
Eh,
Lots of people had that purgatory theory.
There's another show called Carnival that was on for a while that I really liked, and go check that out.
Great
The
first
Wire, of course. Season 1, great. Season 2 takes a little getting used to. Season 3, great.
season. Don't shame Ryan's favorite season of The Wire.
Oh no,
It's not my
season
favorite,
2
but it's
just
way
takes you by shock
underappreciated.
for a little bit.
We did a whole ranking of this like years ago.
It was
we ranked
we
all
did.
these.
We put a lot of time.
Oh yeah, I rewatched the whole damn show for it. Probably
You,
time
me,
to watch
and
it again.
Sean, man.
Hell yeah.
Carlito tried to put Boardwalk Empire above The Wire, and
Carlito can fuck all the way.
what?
I love
You
Boardwalk
can't-
Empire,
yeah.
but
No.
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 I feel like Don's he's given it a couple attempts and he can't do it.
Boardwalk
There's
Empire.
no redeeming
Yeah.
characters in Boardwalk.
I've never even tried Boardwalk Empire.
Exactly.
It's good, but it's
So I didn't-
not The Wire.
I haven't even given it a chance. You know,
Oh.
you're talking about Sopranos. I gave that 3 episodes.
Oh, see now that hurts. But
I can't wait till Carlito starts
Oh,
watching
yeah.
this. Our chat in the morning is gonna be fucking just bitching.
Fuck.
oh no,
You put a lot of trust that Carlito's going to watch this.
You will never watch this.
He will. He'll fast forward through it. And it'll just hit a
If
point.
none of us message him to say, "Hey, watch this stream," he won't watch it.
Or to like skip forward.
So
2
Dan,
hours into
don't
it
message him. Dan,
specific.
don't message him.
I mean, ultimately, don't tell him. We've already given it away that when we do the Guy Ritchie show, if he doesn't show and he bails on us after giving us this
Christopher Nolan.
topic, it's going all Nolan.
yeah.
So
Sick.
don't tell him that that's what's
what I
happening.
love
We'll
is
see if
you
he
just
shows up.
did that Maleficent right now.
Yeah,
Since
we saw
John's
it
been
live.
on.
While we were
That's
talking
great.
bullshit. He was actually making art.
The real MVP of the stream.
He's been doing art
100%,
stream.
While
Ryan
John was
showing
losing
us how to
subscribers
bag
and,
and board.
and burning bridges with Scott by talking about Sopranos.
No, all the bridges
Gambit
are
was
fine.
making.
This is not the end of Dark Knight Rises. Don't worry.
The
the
bagging
bridges are
and
intact.
boarding's fine. Like Nat, Comics Queen wrapping presents while everybody's getting drunk on one of the streams is probably the worst.
I think I remember that.
Exactly. I think you remember. That's when Mars got completely shit faced.
Good
I might
time.
need a recap of that one. I was not present for that.
Oh,
I was
ooh,
not.
boy. We decided to do a Christmas Eve drinking episode, and oof.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Nat showed
Yeah, I
up.
was
She's
not
like,
present for that one.
she's like, I'm gonna wrap presents, and Nat wasn't in a sober space either. She's like,
Is drunk wrapping presents a good idea? I feel like it's hard enough to do sober.
That is the best
Yeah.
way.
I'm reading, Ryan. I'm reading that as well. I just read that. Local man. Gold.
That is the best way to wrap
local
presents.
has been fun, especially.
Is that
for
the
some-
gold?
Yes.
I haven't read that issue yet because
Uh,
because I put it on my freaking poll list, but the previews, because it's like a one shot, didn't put it on my poll list with the
Oh, yeah.
whole series.
just read
Oh my god,
these.
that's
Just read
Wow.
those.
And just
Wow.
think, for the red, Rob Liefeld had Bob Layton sitting on his lawn waiting for the pages and refused to leave.
Look, it's
Wow.
Vin Diesel, drawn by Rob Liefeld.
Dan, I'm gonna get going here, buddy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's
Me
midnight
too.
I
here.
probably should take off too.
Thank you everybody who joined us
Thank
tonight,
you.
and everybody coming on and hanging out tonight. Appreciate it, and of course, it's all for Jen, our friend.
The
So
link up
please,
one more
if
time,
you-
please.
what's that?
The link, put it up one
link.
more
Oh.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is. Bam.
It's also in the description below of
Yes.
the account.
You're kidding.
Even if you can't give money tonight,
Share it.
Aw, cat.
Yeah.
If you donate $100, you can hit Greg.
That's
Nope,
how it's
that
fair.
deal's done.
That's
I feel
the, that's the
Dan's
price
in
we've
perpetuity.
established.
Make sure to share the link.
About time someone cool from John's Comics with Kids is on.
Hey!
Whoa.
And eventually look forward to Chica Cabra Part 2.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah.
Now.
Is that what we're calling me slapping Greg? Chica Cabra?
No, it's
No, it's the book that got edited.
It's an actual book I edited.
Crash Down coming in 2024. You can still pre-order it right now. Plenty of time. You can check in on Greg's channel for his interview with Comic Tom and
From 2 years ago.
From 2 years ago.
You sure about that?
Talking about that book? That book
sure
that was
about that?
delayed?
just so your daughter knows, for $100, she too can smack.
I can't regift it. You said the slapback commissioner
Nope.
said.
Oh no, that would be an extra. She can smack you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Extra one. Yeah.
I'll take.
Oh.
Wait a second. Wait a second. If I pay $100, do we get a slap John? Is that
I did not make that promise.
I mean, that
I already
seems
cashed in.
all I'm
yeah,
saying.
but Kate did. I saw it in her eyes.
That was actually
You got
Charlie.
the eye of the tiger.
That was
If you-
Charlie. Believe it or not.
If you donate
Oh, I-
$100, I'll give you one of
didn't
those
see
sketch
either.
covers.
But go on to
Right.
Gambit's Instagram tomorrow. He'll be posting all those books that
Yes.
he did sketches on, and those funds will be going towards Jen's GoFundMe.
Yes.
And check out God damn it, I'm drunk now. Check out John and I Saturday night when we talk
yeah.
about the
Guy Ritchie Nolan.
yes,
Guy Ritchie, Nolan,
yes.
Christopher
And
Ritchie.
I mean, if Greg is free Saturday night, might as well just do it.
Oh well, thanks for the
Yeah.
finally inviting me to the show that you replaced me with Dan on. So that's
well,
cool.
you know,
No,
you're
that's fine. No, that's
inconsistent.
fine.
You're
Hey,
inconsistent.
come on, do a movie show with me. Oh, now if you're free, maybe you can come back to the show that you used to do because
tell you,
Dan's here now.
Burning some bridges with Carlito really
No, that's
excited
fine.
me to
No,
have
no,
you come
no,
on.
no. You do you. You do you.
Wow.
I'm
You just
ready
can't
for
stop talking about
whatever.
Guy Ritchie.
I feel like I got here into in the middle of a drama.
I know.
Gambit,
Telenovela.
Continue.
You
This is better than a telenovela.
Get your popcorn.
No, I have a cinnamon roll.
Even better.
even better.
Yum. Sounds good.
Such an improvement.
No tostón.
Hey, who mentioned tostones?
I heard that.
I know you love them, but usually when you go back to Puerto Rico,
Don't toy with me. No, there's a restaurant. There's a grocery store around here, Aldi, that has them.
oh,
They're the one in Rockledge. Yeah.
and you can catch Ryan on Comic Tom pretty much every week.
Now that I'm back in town anyway.
Yeah, and
Wow.
Tessa is going to be doing a live sale and funds going towards Jen as well later this week, as well as she said if she does a show on her channel, the super chats will be going towards it. So everybody's kind of doing their part as much as they can. And Comics with Bueller shows up right at the end. Someone who's been doing their part more.
Oh no. Well, we can watch the repeat.
Bueller was doing a bunch of sales and donating the money to Jen.
Sweet.
So I appreciate it greatly, Bueller. Thank you for putting the power of your channel behind it. Jen means a lot to me and us, so every little bit helps. Thank you, and good night, everybody. If anybody else has anything to promote, no, maybe, yes. All right, bye-bye.